to the Dragon Show. We brought that booze to share and enough fizzy cherry cola to make our problems disappear. We got fizzy cherry cola, the blood ritual, dick-shaped things, and so much more. So sit back, relax, crack open a beer, cause he's into the blue and Alkali's not here.
Hey! Hello and welcome to the Dragon Show. That's Dragon Affair Together. I'm Xander. This is Alkali.
I'm not here.
We're doing a FIRESTREAM.
Congratulations!
Shut up.
You got the intro. Yeah, we totally weren't live streaming for a convention when he totally blanked on our intro. That didn't happen.
Which was a Fervana tradition, apparently.
It is.
Did you know that?
Well, you want to tell them what happened the first time we went to Fervana and you did our intro?
I was insanely high. And
If
I
I
couldn't do the intro.
That sounds about right.
We'd like to say hello to our guest, as always, our wonderful roommate and friend, Miko!
Yay.
Thank you for being here, Miko. And our COVID-safe companion for the day, i.e. he's sitting over there. Hi, John. Good to see you.
I guess I have cooties.
John has cooties.
It's okay. The wind's going that way. We're good.
That's true.
Yes. Thanks, Earth, for protecting us.
Yes.
And the breeze died.
It's
you
the Earth is like, is that a gay pride flag? Kill the breeze. It
Oh.
shall not wave in the wind.
We are here now and doing a FIRESTREAM. How about that?
That I'm appreciative that we're
Yeah.
back doing FIRESTREAM. So let's start this with a question to our chat that we always ask. What are we drinking?
Oh.
Because we have an unbelievable drink here, thanks to my good friend John, who bought me a old-fashioned kit for my birthday. These are, I think we've all agreed, the smoothest, most complex drinks I have ever made at home.
Did it come with the whiskey?
No, it did not come with the whiskey.
you used
I
your
had
own whiskey.
I had a really good whiskey left over. Yeah. Yeah, no, these are outstanding.
Nice.
Tyro is drinking sleep because it's 6 a.m. Tyro,
Oh.
what do you think Bloody Marys are for?
I was so freaking sleep deprived last night. I feel you, Tyro. As the older I get, I can't deal with sleep deprivation. It just hits me so hard. It's so bad.
Yeah. No,
I
I
found
hear.
that I can't sleep unless I only sleep like 6 hours. So maybe
Oh.
that's a part of getting older? I don't know.
Maybe.
Hold on. Old people go to bed at like 7. I don't think
And then
that's.
they wake up at like 3.
It's true.
That sounds awful. Stay young at heart, everyone.
2 people wake up 3 a.m. Either old people or people who watch motivation videos. They're like, yes, I'm supposed to be awake right now.
I wake up at 3:50.
See, there you
You
go.
wake 3:50 a.m.
I have to be at work at 6.
That sounds like a horrible
Only right back.
existence. Hold on, wait.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
What was
don't worry
it?
about it.
Understood.
The wind?
It's the wind.
Cool. Welcome to the Windy City, everyone.
Oh, yes.
It's not just a name.
Gray Foxen is in VR chat?
I mean, sure. He's watching us on VR chat. Why not?
I'm trying to
I
imagine
don't know how
what
things work.
our show in VR chat would just be. Just a disappointing three-dimensional being looking down at us, I'm assuming.
No, it's actually pretty neat.
What?
They can literally just stream video feeds like from Twitch and YouTube into VR chat like on a screen in
Nice.
Oh, so like you're sitting in the VR world and there's a big screen? How
Absolutely.
cool is that?
there.
Okay.
I liked it a lot. I literally just started screwing around with it last night.
That's really neat. I've been meaning to get into that. We got you into VR for a short time, John.
Only when I'm here, I'll play it.
Yeah. Then you played Skyrim. What happened?
I was a Sith Lord.
Explain how you were a Sith Lord.
I got the lightning spell.
And when
And I
what did
just
you
ran
do?
around electrocuting everything.
You killed the first town.
It had to go. They were Jedi sympathizers.
That is not how video games work.
Oh,
It is, though.
It is an RPG. Okay, I guess.
power fantasy, baby.
Is it nuts to think that that game's been out since 2011?
It's disgusting.
It is.
All they keep doing is repedaling it.
That's all they have to do.
I was telling him that's how we know how long we've been doing Dragon Show, because our first episode is about Skyrim, and it
Wow.
just came out. We can't stop
Yep.
talking about
11/11/11.
it. Ah, yeah.
Really?
Yep, Veterans Day 2011 was Skyrim.
No. Huh. And I think that's one of my favorite CDs. Help me out. You know the guy's name, Gabriel Iglesias.
Wait, what?
The Buster
Segway.
Voodoo. No, his CD is called 1111.
Oh,
It had
Voodoo?
Buster Voodoo. Oh man, I can't
I'm
remember.
sorry, I can't think of
Yeah,
it.
I wish I could remember his name. It's a really cool song though. Somebody in the chat will know it. He had a CD called 1111. It's a two guitarist that just go nuts, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I love Buster Voodoo. They went on Dave Letterman and stuff. They're
Yes.
fantastic. If you
Yeah.
want like acoustic guitars, like just jamming out, it's so good. But yeah,
Viceru says, it's weird having nephews younger than Skyrim. So, I have a godchild. He is 3, and I never know what gifts to give him, so I asked my brother, it's like, hey, I was thinking about getting him a Nintendo Switch so that he could play Mario Kart. That's a good thing for kids to play, right? My brother looks at me and goes, dude, he's on Resident Evil, so I don't know anymore.
Gotta start him young.
You gotta, yeah.
Your brother didn't say just buy him beer?
you know what's funny? That's the equivalent of like in the '80s when I was growing up. We all the
When
kids
movies were good?
all the kids watched slasher flicks. Like that's how you grew up. You watched ridiculously gory slasher flicks.
I feel like it was more socially acceptable to like watch scary movies than it was for like when I was in 3rd grade. I was reading James Patterson, Stephen King.
What the fuck?
Like,
Nice.
What?
yeah, no, and like I had letters written to my parents, like, hey, just so you know, your kid's reading these really dark mystery novels that have sex.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, did that movie just murder 100 people? Great! Is her top off? We weren't ready for tits.
Mhm.
And let's not talk about the child orgy in it. Too late! Oh no!
Oh, right! Oh my god, that book was horrific.
Hey, it was like in The Matrix. It was the same idea, but let's not talk. Anyway. They
Oh,
were partying before the end of their worlds.
that's a good party. If the world is gonna end, you just have an orgy. Let's be honest.
Unless there's a pandemic going on.
Unless there's a pandemic, then you have full body condom orgy. You
It's
just
so
put
squeaky!
You just put on a jewel bag and hope for the best.
The squeakiest orgy. It would be so loud.
We've got Dragor here. Hello, Dragor. Welcome back from your camping trip. I saw a lot of pictures of bugs.
Yes. The dragon likes bugs.
He does. We used to
Oh,
camp a
bugs.
lot. Remember those days? Wandering around the campsite, trying to explain to our friend why he should not urinate at the top of the hill that then flows down to his tent.
tent was at the bottom. I didn't tell him anything. I watched it happen.
Would you like to regale us with a story of our old friends?
I mean, you kind of discovered it.
How about the escaping?
Escaping where?
Come on, you have to remember that. So, 2 of our friends got ridiculously drunk, and we decided the best thing to do was to put them in our tent and post a guard out front until we heard a ripping noise.
Oh, that's right. There was a door in back that we forgot about.
Well, it wasn't a door.
No, it was.
Oh, I thought he used a
No.
pocket knife. Oh,
No,
it
there was
a door.
a door, and our
Oh.
dumbass friend Al sticks his head out and goes, and scampers away. I mean, it was a literal scampering.
Yeah,
Then
that
he
sounds like
hit at
Al.
the top of the hill and got his tent soaked. He threw his tent away because it reeked of booze urine.
Was he dressed like a golden axe elf? He's like, I got your shit! You're like, you motherfucker! Do you ever remember those guys? You had to take them like
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's so weird. Time to beat the little people for potions. This is so strange.
That's how you get potions. What do you want?
I
Games
guess.
teach us bad things.
You go to sleep at night. Little people come to your campsite and take your shit. I guess that's what this is what video games have taught us. What have video games taught you, John?
Oh yeah.
What? What I missed?
Shell is mentioning in there about Sudir.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yes.
Yes. All
Cheers
of our
to
best
Sudir.
go out to Sue, dear. Sue, aye.
Mm,
Wow.
yeah.
What? Sue's got a dark sense of humor too.
Yar?
Me and Sue get along very well. Ever since a deer startled the deer.
I was giggling at the giant stuffed eyeball that somebody sent her with a little smiley face on it.
Oh.
Who did that? That's
don't know.
wonderful.
Give it a little beholder plushie. That means you have so many eyes.
We also have Benny in the chat. Benny, thank you so much, and thank you for all you do for the Dragon Show. If you guys saw the intro is Status Ferret
Yes.
and Benny. Thank you guys so much for making that for us. That was so cool.
Love
And
you guys,
of
thank
course,
you.
that eyeball came from QM.
I was actually
Of course
going
it
to
came from
ask.
QM.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
I like the chat. Of course it did.
Of course it did.
John, let me ask you something. Now, you're married. What's the weirdest gift that you have ever bought your wonderful wife? The strange, because you've got a weird, sick sense of humor too,
Yeah,
and she
but
does not.
I want to stay married, so I play it safe.
Oh, come on.
No, generally I play it safe.
All right.
I mean, generally you play it safe, but then I've seen you reorganize parts of your dwelling.
Well, I mean, you gotta live on edge sometimes.
I'll never forget going over to your place, and I think, I don't know what we were doing, but I had to go over there constantly for like 2 weeks, and I was watching the pile of mail and magazines move closer and closer to your wife's bedroom.
Oh no, absolutely.
Oh, come on, John. You ever been like, you should just like lower the lights and put candles everywhere and like petals going into the bedroom and like, I made you dinner.
No.
It's the main course.
I'm the main course!
Right!
All right!
I
mean,
made you dinner.
When I do that, she becomes a vegetarian.
I was gonna say I'm trying to imagine what Diana would say, something to the extent of like, yeah, no. And then
Right? No, Di would just laugh, giggle, spit take, and walk away.
No, Di has the wonderful way of getting revenge on you. Like, John doesn't like gunk. I think a lot of us know this. He played Nero with me for years. He had a rule that he would not play what we call a makeup race. Anything where he had to put makeup on his face. Arms was a little different, but you did
I was
not
only
like...
ever human.
Yeah, you were always the human. Especially the... That's a story for later. However, knowing that he hates gunk and finding out that his wife warmed up some massage oil.
She was trying to be nice.
Yeah, she was. I'm not saying she wasn't trying to
It
be
was
nice.
lotion.
Why don't you explain what happened?
Well, she was gonna rub my back, so she thought I'll get some warm lotion. She puts it in the microwave, and then I have a third-degree burn on my back.
Oh.
Because she didn't put it in her hand first, she goes, squirt! Right on my back, and I'm hooting and hollering, jumping around the condo.
Oh.
I know this is a little dark and would normally be rude to say, but it's you guys, so I know you'll understand. I'm glad that you don't have any kids. Can you imagine?
You and me
her-
both!
Can you imagine her
Oh.
heating up the milk for her?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, the formula, yeah.
Well, I loved right after their wedding, like, so I stood up at John's wedding, and at the time, you know, there was that question, like, oh, what happens after the wedding? Is this a relationship with child? And then why don't you tell everyone what the world's greatest birth control was?
Well, first of all, if you watch our wedding video, which I have not watched, and she gets mad at me about that.
Is it on VHS?
Yes,
It's
it
a
is.
DVD.
Oh, okay.
She had a,
No, it's a DVD. We had a guy film it, and she's like, every anniversary, she's like, let's watch the wedding video. And I'm like, I was there once.
Di, I will
I
convert it
was
to
there
MV4 for
once.
you.
Good.
Di, I will convert it to MV4. You're like, I have it on the screen right now. You can watch it whenever you want. You're like, I don't know.
Right? But at the end of the wedding video, the guy's asking us these questions, like, how many kids do you guys want? How many kids do you guys want? We're like, 1,000, you know? Quite a few. We're like, yeah, we're going to do kids. Then we honeymooned to Disney.
how'd that go?
I still have PTSD from strollers. If I see a herd of strollers, I get antsy.
I understand.
Every once in a while, John lies awake in bed, and all he can hear is from them bouncing
Oh
over
my
the
God.
concrete.
Yes. I remember I was sitting at home, and all of a sudden I get a text from John. Did you know they make strollers 3 wide? I do now. I'm moving out of this country. Like, oh boy.
Oh.
You got a new
Boy.
subscriber.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Husky. Askar Husky.
Ascari?
Ascari Husky, thank you.
Ascari Husky. Sorry, the glare is really bad in that
No, it
specific
is.
spot.
Yep, no, we're having some tech issues, but it's all on our side,
We're not
hopefully.
having tech issues.
Tech issues? Sun?
No, that's physics. I
Oh,
hate
okay, we're having some
Yeah.
physics issues.
We
Hey,
made
uh,
the chats from the black background to the white background so we'd be able to read it better.
Maybe.
We'll remember that next time.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway.
Silence 42.
Was
If he does that in Dungeons and Dragons, I will no longer be playing.
Wait,
I
does
would-
what?
I would never make strollers the enemy in Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons.
that would be
He'd leave.
amazing. Are you
He'd
kidding me?
I'd throw a table.
It was
Dude,
There'd be a real life table flying.
that would give me, go ahead.
No, you.
Flashbacks to the sequel to Wizard of Oz, The Rollers.
Oh,
yeah.
It'd be like the strollers, and they would turn to sand, and you would have nightmares as a kid because that's what I had. I showed him that. If anyone's seen Return to Oz, look up the Roller Boys.
That
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, something to that extent. It's
that
Horrifying.
like, did they have them on their hands too? Is that what it
Yes,
was? Like,
I believe
like
so.
they had like rollerblades on their feet and hands, and they were coming at you all creepy like.
Ooh.
It was the 80s still, so it was still skates. It wasn't blades yet.
You're right. You're right. It was skates.
Yeah.
Here's one. This one always broke my brain. John, old Disney movie, what you considered to be one of the greatest Disney villains ever. You always used to rave about him. I finally saw the movie and I agreed with you. Very minor character in the movie, dressed all
Oh, that's not a Disney movie.
Is not? I
No.
apologize. My
The
apologies.
scariest villain
Yeah.
in movie history, and I will fight anyone who wants right now who disagrees with me, is the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's it. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Thank you.
When you're a kid watching that movie, that guy is fucking terrifying. The child catcher is terrifying.
Oh my god.
I mean, it takes that concept that they always try to scare you with in school, like, oh yeah, there's some creepy people out there to get you, and makes it very real.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Right?
It's
Oh,
so
Children!
Yeah, exactly.
Tyro knows it.
It's like, uh-oh, here comes the child catcher with his free candy. Like, that's so weird.
It was terrifying. Scariest villain in history. I'm
I've
sorry.
never seen the child catcher. So, what is it? Is this just a sexual predator or something?
No, so in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, they went to the kingdom that outlawed children because the queen wanted all to be the youngest or prettiest or something.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had someone whose job, it was like the dog catcher, but it was a child catcher.
Oh.
And he rolled around in a cart that looked like a candy store, and if the kid went in there, the sides fell apart and it was a big cage.
What
Yeah.
the
And they were
hell?
all kept in the dungeon underneath the castle.
And then they make him. Then they catch him, and they make him make iPhones.
Wow.
Tyro, this is
Probably.
Chicago. That's all we
Yeah.
got. That's all we got for you, man.
We're between two hospitals.
Yeah, we're between two major hospitals, and this
and
is
a one-way street that's easy to zoom down when you're an emergency vehicle.
true. Yep.
Let's think about what they're doing. What happened? Let's pontificate those.
What's Dylan grilling?
A basketball. Hey guys, look up on YouTube. What's Dylan grilling? It's
Don't
one of-
look that up. It's
It's
great.
one of the greatest videos on YouTube, and nobody knows.
So Eddie the Weather Fox totally understands our predicament. Apparently, he ran over a small child at Disney while not looking down, and the small child's mother went, "Well, that's why you don't walk away from me. That is how my parents were too. It was always my fault."
Oh, we got a thing. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Chris, dude, thank you so much. How you doing, my friend?
It was,
If you guys can see it, that's our friend Chris the Comedy Bun. You can find him on YouTube as well with some of the weirdest videos out there. I absolutely adore it. It's
Heard
so
real
fun.
quick.
It's so fun. The surrealism from that man. Also, statues.
Also heard, but yes, thank you,
Ah,
Chris.
sorry.
It's okay, you're
Yep,
drunk.
yep, I'm learning.
you want to hear
No, we're
something even
good.
crazier? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was written by Ian Fleming, the guy that created James Bond.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Ian
And
Fleming- what?
it was co-written by Roald Dahl, the guy that did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant
What
Peach.
the hell?
And-
James Bond and
Yeah,
Willy Wonka?
Isn't that Animal House too? Or no, Animal
No.
Farm?
Maybe Animal Farm.
Animal
Maybe.
Farm is the 1984 guy.
And it was
I don't. Yeah.
George Orwell.
Yeah.
Orwell.
And it was produced by Albert Broccoli, which did all the Bond movies also.
Oh my god.
So the guy who made Willy Wonka and the
Fucking
guy
insane.
who made I Want a Buddy Comedy with Willy Wonka and James Bond. Come on! It's a perfect combo. That's what he went to do after he gave up the factory. He went to work for the US government to stop the Cold War.
Oh my god.
I think this is what happened. With candy, he defeated the Russians.
Oompa loompa doompity doo. Pandemic's here. I will destroy who?
This is like The Expanse. He used the slave labor of the Oompa Loompas to stop. Wait, this is bad. Okay, I'm just gonna stop now.
Let's go.
Yeah. Suddenly, I'm considering the throw shit at a wall theory. Like, how do you get those two things from the same?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of alcohol back then, and probably methamphetamines and
The
probably other
opiates.
things. Opiates. And
So before the show, you and I were talking about the golden age of television, and you are a firm believer that 80s movies, 80s flicks are some of the greatest out there, which I understand your point. I have to look back to the time when you could pull off things like that, like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which was obviously this all-star dream team of writers, and of course one of my all-time favorite movies of all time, Mad World, with every comedian ever at the time at least making a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, still haven't seen it.
One day, it's such a long
It's
movie.
fantastic.
It's you know what?
the ladder at the end.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I have to see it. Yeah. You said that was Mad World.
Mad, it's a classic for a
Spencer
reason.
Tracy, Mickey Rooney, and all the other classic. The guys that basically invented stand-up comedy.
Sid
No,
Caesar,
totally.
Yeah.
Ethel Merman. Oh my god! What
Right?
the heck? Ethel Merman.
Comedy Bun just goes cocaine.
Wait, was it? Eddie and I know they were in it, but Eddie says that was the last film appearance of the
Yeah,
Three Stooges.
That makes sense because
They brought him back.
Yeah, they came back and they were just in the background. I don't think they actually did it.
They had a center shot, but they had
Yeah.
no lines. Yeah,
Right.
no, they were there. Oh man.
Woo! Hi guys, how much you drinking? Sorry.
I'm watching. What is Bernie saying?
What's he saying?
You have to watch Mad 7 World in a.
I think you just mean Mad World. Maybe?
Yeah.
Mad World.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mad times 7 Mads.
It had the intro.
Yeah.
Remember when people did cartoons for intros because they could get an animator to do the intro for their movie? No, seriously.
Yeah.
Like there were so many movies where they had a cartoon
Yeah.
for the intro credits.
Yes.
That's amazing. Auto Fox points out that Rat Race is apparently just an updated Mad World, and
Yeah.
apparently I am suddenly interested in that movie, Mad World. I love Rat Race.
Rat Race is a blast.
It's a race. I'm waiting.
It's a race.
100% Rat Race wasn't one Mad World.
Yes, it is. It is the spiritual successor to Mad World. Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Give me a lot of drugs and I'll watch it.
Sold. So it's actually really funny though. Mad World, it has one of my all-time favorite gaming experiences, and you were there for this because we were on a vacation in Door County playing categories, and everyone at the table fought me because the letter was M and the topic was movies, and I had Mad World. It's 4 Mads. Like, you can't just repeat the name. Like, that's the actual title. No, it's not. That's the actual title. How could that's the actual? So they had to look it up, and I got 4 points, and everyone was angry.
And that was back in the day when you had shitty, like Google on your phone wasn't really a
Oh,
thing.
yeah, it would have been like 10 minutes to look up Google.
Oh boy.
All right, I think it is time because we have a lot of them to do. Xander, you're holding your phone.
I do.
Questions.
And I just got
Let's
another
get a
one,
few.
so I'm gonna get into them.
Absolutely.
People who
What the
give us
hell? Our fire just hissed at us.
our lovely Patreon patrons who give us $10 a month get to ask us when we do these. No, we do. We're trying to do them more often, guys. You know how it goes. But here
Thank
we
you
are
guys
doing-
so much. Thanks to all our
Hold on,
patrons.
I'm gonna
Yes.
get the poker and shuffle it
Oh, we
around.
got-
So here are those questions, and they are from. The first one is from Tyro Thunderdrone.
Hi, Tyro. Here, kick this one through.
What sort of profession do you think you guys would have been had it not for Dragon Show or current occupations, careers you're already in?
Wow. So I don't know if this was count, so I'm going to take the easy way out here because it's not an occupation at this point. I think you can call it a hobby. Man, this is gay. Event planning.
Yeah, you would.
I genuinely love running conventions. I love holding parties.
A
I
gay
love
wedding
it.
planner? No way.
I know. No one's ever heard of this before.
Is your name Franz?
Not yet. It's just the fra.
No,
I'm just
seriously.
fra. I haven't earned the zans.
If anyone's watching, he can plan shit out.
What was the question again? Sorry.
What would your job be if it wasn't for Dragon Show or whatever your current career is, kind of thing?
Like, if you got to go into something and it worked, what do you pick?
And it worked.
And it worked. Yeah. The hardest part is and it worked.
And it worked. The saddest story is I probably would have been like a small animal trainer.
Yeah. I mean,
Flea
yeah.
circus type deal?
Please.
That's a small
Small
animal.
animal.
No. So the name is very misleading. You are almost never training the animals. You're always training the people. Like,
That's
I-
hysterical.
No, yeah, because if you don't train the people, then they fall back into their old habits, and it just gets worse and worse. Or they only listen to you. Like,
It's true. The
You know,
animal's
I
gonna
think
do what he does, and you have to. Yeah, totally.
yep.
I think I just realized why your rats are like so insanely well behaved.
They're just good rattos. Like
They're very good
that's just
rattos.
good nature. I've been pretty lazy with them.
You got lucky.
They're not jumping through hoops. They're not like, yeah, they're not doing anything.
They're not jumping through hoops, but they are pushing their way out of old cages.
Yeah, that cage is still in the basement. I should probably get rid of it.
No,
Forgot
I
about
would like
They
that.
Push through the cages.
Yeah, that cage is too big. A ferret cage is too big for them.
Nope.
They are still pretty small as far as rats go.
The the funny part was when he first got the rats, so we did have them in a ferret cage, and they were afraid of the floor. They were literally afraid of the kitchen floor. So we really didn't see much of a problem. Like at the most, the only thing we had to deal with was sometimes we'd come into the kitchen and they'd be on top of the cage, chilling.
Or
They'd
just
say
crawling
something.
around the outside of it. Like,
Yeah.
it was adorable. Until one day we were all sitting down watching a movie,
Yep.
and then we just hear a little across the floor, and we're like, the fuck was that? And then we see it right under the couch, and we're like, oh fuck.
It's time.
Did not have another cage.
Yeah.
That entire night was just me pulling her out from under my bed. Like,
You know what's funny about that is like the thing about having rats, and I've never had rats before. I've only had, but my mom got a cat and whatever. You learn rats. There are billions and billions of rats everywhere. Rats have personalities, guys.
rats have a lot of personality.
Ton
Yeah.
of personality.
One licks fingies to crap. One is loves exploring,
Mm-hmm.
and they totally have personalities. So
No, yeah, you think of rats and you're just like, oh yeah, they're just like cute little things. You put them in a cage and that's it. Like, no, love and affection.
no, they totally have personalities. It's crazy. What were you gonna say?
Now you had a small personality animal for a while,
Yeah, guinea pig. I thought it'd be kind of a lump that ate vegetables. And he was
Yes.
actually a pretty cool dude.
and now when you say a lump that ate vegetables, did your wife once have to buy a cucumber?
I'm sure they've heard this story.
There's newer people in the chat, and it's one of my
if not,
favorites.
it's been so long that I don't remember it. So,
So I usually do the shopping for reasons, and she was going to the store. And we were going to try different foods for the guinea pig, right? And I read that they like cilantro, so I said, "Hey, grab some cilantro." You know, leafy kind of thing. She comes home, says, "I got the cilantro." I'm like, all right. I'm looking through the fridge. Hey, babe, where's the cilantro? Oh, it's in there. No. Hey, where's the cilantro? It's right here, and she pulls out something. It was a zucchini.
Thank you.
Definitely not a cilantro.
What's not a cilantro?
It was misfiled, like someone just put it down in the cilantro section, and she apparently doesn't understand the difference between a zucchini and a cilantro.
apparently she did not know what a cilantro was.
So-
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
There's just some things, like, there's certain things you just don't know. If you don't know what cilantro is and you see a weird... If you don't know what the two things are, yeah, why
Oh,
wouldn't
no,
you?
no. It was hilarious, and I get it.
Absolutely.
But I'm never going to let her forget it.
Absolutely.
I seriously know what cilantro is because of Denny's.
Oh
It's the
my
shit you
god.
take off your plate that's to put on there for decoration.
Are you sure that's not parsley?
Yeah, it's parsley or kale.
Or kale.
Or kale. Oh my god.
Someone probably called it cilantro.
Probably.
Probably.
I think you were the one who brought this fact up to me. Before kale became a superfood, where was it most used? Do you know this?
I know this.
Dressing.
You're the one who-
exactly. Like
it's
what you said.
not
Uh,
quite dressing.
But who used it?
Yeah, there's a specific place that bought more kale. It was like 50% of the kale market. It was one company, and they used it for a specific reason.
And
Do
it's
you
a
know?
company you know.
Yeah.
It's a company you and your brother know, actually.
Yes.
WWE. I have no idea.
When you would walk up and look at the smorgasbord laid out in front of you, between the pizzas and the pudding was a
Oh!
big... It's fucking Pizza Hut was the biggest proprietor of kale before it became a superfood because they used it to separate the dessert stuff from the pizzas.
It's hilarious.
That's how just Oh, so Tyro knew it.
Really? Wow. It's seriously a divider between the pizza and the rest of the stuff?
That's what they used it for.
It was
That's
100% a
amazing.
garnish.
Wow, that's capitalism for you. This is a superfood! No, but it really was the whole time. Who knew?
Hupson says, I watched my friend's senior year in high school in real time. Wait.
Learn. He meant the word learn. Learn what raspberries
Learn
are.
what raspberries are. He told me, and I quote, I thought those were tiny, fuzzy strawberries. I love things like that.
All right.
John, what does emo mean?
Yes! I was just gonna say
I
it!
knew it.
I was just gonna say it!
I knew it.
We weren't talking about anything. There was no topic of conversation to go, and all of a sudden, this motherfucker goes, oh! Emo is short for emotional! And that was the end of the conversation.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I was like 28.
I just want you to know that even my boyfriend in New York knows that. knows you for that story.
Whenever I think of emo, I think of the YTMND song, How Did This Happen to Me? I made my mistakes.
That's a very emo song.
Yeah, it's like the emo song.
No, I'm thinking, cause he had a bad day. Yeah,
Take the one down.
I was just like, oh yeah, it's like the American Idol thing, but never mind.
No, it's okay.
So I was on Reddit yesterday, and one of the topics for the here's a question, answer it in a long form, and everyone will make fun of you. And it was, what is a super peppy and happy song like style? That's a super downer song. And there was a bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden, like number 3 was just Steely Dan. I'm like, what? I've been a fan of Steely Dan for years. Their songs
never
are
listened
very.
to the lyrics,
I
did you?
never noticed the lyrics.
That is a sad, sad drunk man.
Oh my god. Holy. I'm just looking through, like, underneath it, they had all the songs listed and what they referred to. I'm like, oh! Deleting Steely Dan from playlist.
So, Steely Dan, they won an award at some point, and I looked them up. No kidding. The one song that stands out in my mind, the title is called What a Shame About Me. So that just says everything what you just said, like, perfectly. Drink more. What a shame about me. Holy shit.
Also, the one that broke my brain, because it's one of my favorite songs, and obviously one of a lot of people's favorite songs, because it's been on the fucking top 100 list forever. I didn't realize Mr. Brightside was about being insecure. I had no idea.
Nice.
A lot of the Killer songs have not so deep secret meanings to them.
Do they? I
Not
did not
so
know
deep.
that.
Hey, the
Yep, Pumped Up
Killers.
Kicks was on there. Yes. Oh my god.
I like the Killers.
Did you get the glitter?
The glitter? The glitter bomb? Oh no.
If you sent us glitter, I don't have a threat for you, but I'm just gonna say it like that. If you sent us glitter.
If you sent
Thank
us
you.
glitter,
Pumped Up Kicks. Auto Fox, it's funny you mentioned that. The medieval version of Pumped Up Kicks came on my YouTube mix.
that's wait, nobody shared that with you.
No, it just popped up.
They know.
They know.
You know who they are, and they know.
They know.
Yesterday, I went on Twitter and I asked people, just in general, like, hey, what are you guys listening to? I'm looking for some new music. And Exendiv sent me that exact one.
That's fucked up.
It probably heard it on my speaker. Your phone probably heard it on my speaker and recommended it to you.
It's on my YouTube music mix. What the hell?
Holy
we're
crap.
also on a family plan.
Ah,
Okay,
that would do
okay.
it. That would
Sorry
do it,
about
that'll
all the
do
weird
it.
things that you get.
No,
in your
no, it's
YouTube
okay.
family.
That's fine.
Dude, never mind.
No, I don't get your weird videos.
Great.
Algorithms.
I just wanted to watch commercials, which I appreciate.
So the original question was a job that if you got to pick your job, let's go over to John. John,
I honestly don't know.
that's a hard one, isn't it?
It is.
I do.
Like, I've always been enamored with the thought of the military, so maybe career there.
I'm just gonna go. You're about to say something more.
Or, like, when I was younger, being a forest ranger was always a cool
That,
idea.
I was just about to bring that up. Yes.
I was gonna say something like that. Like, what would you think coming out of like high school? What was your aspiration?
It was the Navy or a forest ranger.
Being a forest ranger would be pretty chill.
Actually, it's tough as fuck.
Yeah.
To be,
You gotta keep Yogi Bear away from those fucking picnic baskets.
he's been cut due to budget cuts. But to be a DNR cop, you,
You know it's him because he got a fucking tie on. He's like, that motherfucker's going for picnic baskets.
It's the hat. The hat.
He's
gets
got a
it.
hat and
Obviously.
tie.
the DNR Academy, though, to be a natural resources cop, which is what a ranger is, it's like the physical side of it's like 17 weeks long. It's huge. And then you got to go through another 8 weeks where you got to be able to identify every plant and animal native to the zone you'll be in. Like, you got to be able to look at that bush and be like, well, that's this and it's poisonous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Or that's this and you can eat that. Or, oh, you got bit by that snake? I'll call the funeral home.
Yeah, I went
It's
to
insane.
University of Wisconsin Stevens Point, which is a huge school for ecology, DNR, all of that stuff. And you think the like math majors look miserable during finals
No.
week? Those guys,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, medical professionals, no. No,
Yeah, no, you got to
nothing
know
compared to those
everything
guys.
about
Absolutely.
the ecology of the zone you're going to be working.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Man, I
Tyro? Oh my god. Is it bad that I want to trank and put ties on every grizzly bear in America just to fuck with the wildlife rangers?
Yes!
Alright,
Yes!
guys, we have a new not-for-profit.
Glue hats.
Ties on bears.
Glue hats on them as well. If
Glue
you can.
hats.
If they have a green hat on them, like, oh, they're friendly. They're friendly. Guys, they speak English. We know this from the cartoons.
That adorable bear mauled my baby! But he did it with such a dapper tie.
Oh, if Yogi Bear mauls a baby, it was justified.
The baby's name was Picnic. Alright, what's your job, Xander?
My job would probably be in advertising, no joke, or some kind of writing, because I had enough writing. I had one. This is not a stupid humble brag, I swear to God. No, it is. It is.
It is!
It is.
It is.
Let's
Yeah,
get real.
if you need a disclaimer.
Exactly. I just identified. Enough people came in and said, "Hey, you should do writing," and like, okay. But I said, "I'm doing art instead." I'm like, "Oh, okay." That was usually the answer for that. And I probably would do some kind of writing, but I always saw myself doing advertising of some sort. And what's funny is now I think it's like evil.
Do you think you'd be one of the guys like making billboards and that sort of thing?
I can make slogans. I came up with Dungeons and Dragons. I came up with Lizards and Labyrinths.
He names all of our shit.
I
Yeah.
understand how marketing works, okay? To a certain extent, because obviously we're not very big, but what you gonna do?
Speak for yourself.
We're dark motherfuckers and furry. People,
Marketing can only go so far when you're in Wisconsin in February.
yeah.
That's a valid point.
We are dark motherfuckers and furry, and people go to furry to get away from the world, so we have this weird cognitive dissonance already. I accept that. I accept that.
I do love, Fervana this last weekend gave us our new marketing term. The Dragon Show, a 2-mile-an-hour train wreck. That was my favorite. And they didn't know we were watching. So Fervana had a background thing where they would cut between each panel and go to the board of directors, and they would say a few things and then go to the next panel. I guess they didn't know we were listening. So they called us a 2-mile-an-hour train wreck, and we ran with it because that describes us to a T.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, 2 miles an hour might be a little fast for you.
Excuse me. Sometimes I fall forward. That's about 2 miles an
Inertia.
hour. Yeah, inertia.
It depends. Sometimes the live streams are like an hour long, and sometimes they're like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It depends.
That's how drunk we are.
That's
definitely.
very true.
Speaking
What about
of,
you?
That's still your first beer.
Also, what would your job be, Mr.
I went
your
first.
Lip?
I went so long ago that I went
What was your thing? I don't even remember.
Party plan.
party planner.
Oh.
Now, if we're
I thought
gonna
it was
go,
radio.
Yours is so easy.
okay, all right, let's take out the
It's
one
not
that I've
now,
done.
it's what-
Okay, so if we go all the way back, he's got one, and then I had one. I was looking into becoming a radio personality. I did that in college.
Personality.
I did 2 years. I ran
You'd be
the.
fantastic for the radio.
Oh, I was horrible. Wait, what did you do?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I
Keep
missed
keep
it.
Going.
I hate you so much.
Keep going.
I did 2 years at NIU where I ran the Wednesday morning, or maybe it was the Tuesday morning show. My partner was a dorm mate of mine. She was just on the floor with me, and the reason that she would come in is she had the line from Monty Python memorized from the Twit elections. There is the very silly party, which is a 20-word, like 20 to 50-word description. What, flicker, and it's just this long string of words. That was the name of our show. She would wake up at 4 a.m. with me, go down to the NIU radio station, do the introduction, and then either do homework or fall asleep. And I would do a radio show.
Man, like, you actually just kind of missed that. A friend of mine from Wisconsin went to NIU for radio, TV, film.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
I so wanted to get into that. I was told I couldn't.
Did they have the weird... Okay, I went to NIU as well, which is weird. But I went there for the art department. We had the weird cutoff system. Do they have the same thing there or no?
What is a cutoff system?
Well, you go there for 2 years of your life, and they decide only 60% of the people can get through. And I was not part of the...
You gotta qualify for the program.
It's the biggest elitist bullshit there is.
Right.
Based on
so
3
many
classes.
seats in the program, so even though you have all your gen eds done now geared towards this, 100 people apply, we only have 60 seats in the classroom.
Yes.
Can you imagine doing 2 years, you're like going through 2 years and say, oh, you can't do that major anymore?
Can you imagine
Fuck
right
you.
now when they're not even doing it in a classroom, they're doing it over Zoom and being told the same thing while playing campus fees?
Yeah. I went there for 3D animation. They said, oh, you can't do 3D animation. I was like, fuck you. I left and I went to AI. I was lucky enough to do that.
Yeah.
I will say that. I had support from my parents and stuff like that, which I'm lucky enough to do. But fuck you. Jesus Christ.
No,
Yes, thank you.
in a super roundabout way, I got lucky. I was going to school for business, and this was a hobby, and I won out over a bunch of people who tried out for it. So I got the show, even though I wasn't in the major, which was really awkward because we did have to do these like progress meetings. So you'd meet up, and there'd be all these people doing these shows. They're like, oh yes, I am doing the philosophy show. I am saying, they're like, I talk about like my genitals like half the time, and
Yep. Nope. That was 100% me. I was the non-philosophy major in the philosophy 400 level course in my sophomore year.
Oh, that had to be fun.
Oh, it was a ton of fun. But every once in a while, I would get looks from people in my 200 level courses like, yeah, that's the guy that screwed me out of getting in that course.
Ooh, I didn't think of it like that. Ouch.
I just realized this is all like a system. Like, of course, you're gonna have good students go through this because they're gonna be fighting each other just to get the goddamn to stay in your school.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Fight for my love.
Fight for my...
And the ridiculous thing is, like, when it was for time arts. It wasn't even for 3D animation, which is what I wanted to do.
Right.
Is for all art that existed in time, which is everything.
Yep.
All art that existed in time.
No joke. My 3 classes I had to submit were for film. I had to make a short film. I had to make a web page, and a web page. Wait, a web page, a short film. Shut up.
No problem. I had to make a webpage and a web page. Sold.
No wonder I failed. No.
So, we got through that question.
A web page, a short film. Oh, and a DVD menu because those are so.
You had
important.
to make a DVD menu?
Yes.
I would have left school.
Was it a 15-second loop? I'm sorry. I can just remember so many times in the early 2000s waking up because the DVD has been playing the same damn 15 seconds of a song.
Yep.
And the same scenes over and over again, and then suddenly I was like, oh, this isn't a weird dream about Indiana Jones I'm having. This is just the DVD player. Okay, hold on. Turn it off.
What's weird about that? It's so true. Like, everyone who was in to make a DVD menu, you had to cater to their interest, which was people who watched 9 Inch Nails videos that didn't get jobs, so now they're teachers, and you had to make 9 Inch Nails DVD menus. So they were generally messy but neat, and everything was You know that late 90s aesthetic? You had to do that to get a good grade.
It was the precursor to current day low effort media.
Oh
Absolutely.
my god, that's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Anyway, me and Miko are getting like meta, so
Next
Do you have
question.
Yeah.
apple pie moonshine?
I used to make apple pie moonshine. There was a
But
recipe.
do you have any?
No, we stopped making
Sorry,
it
I
because it's
can't
so
help you.
bad.
Someone asked me
I'm
to
sorry,
make you
it's
drink
not
it.
bad. It's just so bad for you. Bit the Ferret and myself. Bit was one of the co-creators of First Squared. I think we were on version like 20. You were around for the end of it.
I was.
Yeah, I mean, I do know that. Help me out with this name. Odie? Who does
Odie.
Odie. Odie has a unbelievable apple pie moonshine recipe that he actually auctions off at charity auctions. Thank you so much for helping make
It'll
money.
absolutely destroy you at the same time that it destroys your liver, your teeth.
Yep.
What else does sugar ruin? Your stomach.
Everything.
It's so good and so bad at the same time.
But
sugar
when
is like the ultimate bad thing for us.
it's
legal.
the best bad
It's the
thing
new
for
communist Russia.
What?
It's the greatest villain.
Sugar?
Yes.
What?
This is, I'm sorry, are you not paying attention? This is what we've been going on about before the show. The greatest villain in television history, according to him, is the Russians.
Communist Russia.
It's the first time we had a black and white villain. They're just evil. Communist Russia in 80s television was just evil.
For
so
the
now,
sake of evil.
for the sake of evil. Exactly.
Well, to be
so now
fair,
sugar is evil for the sake of
We,
evil.
we first had the Nazis, which everyone can like, hey, we're killing Nazis. This is all good. That's why like World War II games are just like, this is amazing. We get to shoot people, and it feels just fine. This is great. That's why like,
Yeah, you had
that's
hearts
why
and minds on
they
your
got
side.
so popular. The World War II shooters.
No.
Otto Fox is calling it sugar is communist.
So then we get into the 80s. where it's
Sucrose
like,
Soviets. Sucrose Soviets.
Sucrose Soviets.
Holy crap!
What is happening
Oh
right
my
now?
god, that's
Is
hysterical.
Ivan Drago really fat?
Oh.
Is that the new?
That's hysterical.
If he dies, he dies, and he just eats like a big snow cone.
Oh my god, that's hysterical. Hello, Onyx. Welcome to the show.
I want Ivan Drago to be a huge fat ass beating Rocky Balboa. Just Butterbean with a Russian accent. That's all I
Oh,
want.
they just killed me with Sucrose Soviets. That's the funniest goddamn thing
You
ever.
get extra points for alliteration.
All right, next question.
Yeah, we have questions.
Sucrose Soviets. Holy
Oh.
shit.
Okay, so
Sucroviets.
question 2.
Oh god, we're only on 2.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We've gotten there.
Status the ferret.
Hey, status.
Honestly, how are y'all? You guys doing good?
We're not answering that question honestly. We're doing great.
We're drunk.
Everyone, on the count of 3, thumbs up. 1, 2, 3.
We have our moments.
We have, actually, that's the best way to say it.
No, seriously.
Here, this is all I'm going to say to that. Everyone out there right now who's dealing with the shit, it's okay to not be okay. Like, it's not okay right now. But remember, tomorrow's a new day. I don't know what else to say. All of that rhymed.
Yeah. No, you didn't. You also gave me like PTSDs to playing being an Annie.
Annie?
The sun'll come out.
No, stop.
Tomorrow.
Fuck you.
HP real quick.
Ask about
Fuck you
$1
both.
that
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Anyway,
Well, it's been fun. I'm gonna go home.
You can't leave. You're part of this now.
wait,
what's-
how did that come about? Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's okay to not be okay, but also, I feel like a lot of people are learning a lot of things about themselves and people close to them, and it's very helpful.
Yeah.
Pubsins gets it. Fuck Annie. That's all I got.
Popsins gets it.
Yeah, fuck Annie. Although his name on my phone for a while was Warbucks.
Yeah, how did that one come about?
You got a huge raise when you moved desks.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy Warbucks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm gonna reiterate, it was just Warbucks.
It was just more of a... I'm sorry, what's my name in your phone now?
Sexy Avalanche.
You're an asshole. All right. Just because.
Dad Cly Warbucks. That's what I should have done.
Oh my God, Benstro. Oh my God. Onyx, of course you may have a hug. Hugs to all. Oh my God. Is that what the outside world looks like now? Sure, we don't know. All of us we've discovered Instacart at this point. We're really not sure what the outside world looks like.
I'm gonna be completely honest. The whole reason I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt is that so I don't throw off the white balance of the camera. My dungeon tan is very real.
Yeah. So on the Fervana stream, I had to stand up, and if I'm behind the table, usually I'm wearing shorts. It's Chicago, it was summer, it was like 80 degrees in our garage. I had to stand up, and everyone saw between my shorts and my leg, they saw how white and hairless my legs are. Oh God, it was not okay.
Did it blind him?
It blound him. It blound. Past tense blind. Blound. It blound a bunch of people. John. Past tense blind.
I didn't do the Patreon question.
Did your voice just crack?
Yeah.
Good.
I can crack my voice. All right. Oh, we answered how we're doing. Yes.
Yeah, we answered how we're doing. Poorly.
All right. Rigda.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, Reggie.
Yeah.
Yay.
What?
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's your favorite song from The Simpsons? Mine is the theme song. Monorail is a firm fave for myself. I still know all the words. Yeah, that was my answer off the top of my head.
Monorail is a classic. John, you're not a big
I
Simpsons
don't really watch
fan.
The Simpsons, but I know the song "The Spider Pig."
Would you sing it for us?
No.
Would you please?
No.
Could you?
No.
Would you do it anyway?
No.
Would you do it if I gave you a beer?
No.
Damn.
I'm already half a beer ahead of you.
I'm sorry, are we keeping score?
Fuck yeah. Life's a game. I'm gonna win.
Life's a game! Oh, God.
Does Age of Aquarius count? Because I
did play
associate that with The Simpsons.
I actually don't know any off the top of my head, but probably because most of the Simpsons that I watched was around. He and I are about the same age. I was too young.
I started, and we got off of it for 30 Rock, but I believe I started showing you guys, like, my top 20 episodes.
No, yeah, like here and there. You also show those to me while I'm usually fairly intoxicated in some way or another.
Yeah, that's true. But when I did... Go ahead.
So Tyro says if I sing this song, you'll get $20.
Oh.
Spider Pig? Spider Pig. Does what a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out. He's Spider Pig.
Yeah, truly better than Shatner.
I'm waiting, Tyro.
All right, if we're going to do it, are we ready? We're totally getting a copyrights from this.
Wait, what?
See my vest, made from real gorilla chest. See my sweater,
there's no better
than authentic Irish setter.
See my
hat, 'twas a cat, evening wear, vampire bat. Beret of poodle on my noodle, it shall rest.
Oh no, that's later.
It probably
Noodle on
is.
your noodle? What is
Something about
Beret-
authentic Irish setter.
Oh my
What
God.
are you guys doing?
That is See
My
My
Vest.
Vest from the Mr. Burns episode when he wants all of the Greyhound dogs from The Simpsons. It is a magical moment.
Okay, but speaking of Simpsons and music,
Yeah.
Xander and I have very recently discovered. Go ahead.
No, he got it. He donated the money.
Oh, thank you so much.
Tyro.
Thank you, Tyro.
Sorry, that
Tyro?
wasn't an interrupt. That was a...
Tyro, you are a true gentleman.
Thank you, Tyro.
You and Xander.
No, what is it called? Simpsons Wave?
Ah, yes.
It's like the weirdest, maybe kind of sad Simpsons scene, or scenes.
Melancholy.
Yet melancholy. Sure,
Yeah.
that is actually a good way to put it. And they put the VHS tracking over it, and like the bright pink tint or whatever, like whatever vaporwave thing you can think of, and they play music to really somber Simpsons scenes. And it is some of the most relaxing shit I
That's
have ever
wonderful.
seen.
It is.
That is wonderful. That's the thing. Simpsons has... thank you very much, Simpsons moments, because I'm a big proponent of moments. I think you're kind of the same way. You're not overly interested in a show that's going to just hit you with emotions, but a show that will every once in a while knock you over with a moment.
That's why the first 2 seasons of Breaking Bad were amazing, and I really didn't care for the last 3.
Really?
Yeah, I remember.
They were too heavy. When it
They're
was a dramedy,
very heavy.
When it was a dramedy, I loved it. Occasionally there were scenes that hit you hard,
Yeah.
but you still laughed, and it wasn't so heavy. And then it got fucking heavy.
Which, I think, to each his own. I appreciate the ultra heavy, but I also agree the first 2 seasons of Breaking Bad were kind of their own monster, and they were
Yeah,
wonderful.
they were a dramedy.
Check out the Good Place. It's drama.
I watched most of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Watch
told
the
him
rest
about it
of
years
it.
ago.
Watch the rest of it.
It's
Seriously,
wonderful.
finish it out.
But
It's a good thing to do.
the true heart-wrenching moments of The Simpsons, do it for her. Anyone who's a Simpson fan knows, do it for her.
Is that the saxophone?
No.
No, it's on the wall, dude.
Oh, it's brutally brilliant. Basically, he's stuck in his job forever. They put up.
Oh, no, I saw
That's
that.
it.
I read it.
Yep, it's one of the most beautiful moments in The Simpsons, and also, I don't care. I'm actually feeling it right now. Maggie's first words are "Daddy." Fuck me. That was great.
That was great.
That was great.
What's special guest voice? Do you remember that?
There was a bunch of special guest voices.
No, for Maggie saying "Daddy."
That was. I'm not gonna remember.
Do you know?
I do
Well,
know.
It was a
It's
celebrity.
super famous. You're gonna have to say
I'm
it.
sure someone from the chat can help
The
us
chat
out.
will help. Thank you, chat. I'm not thanking them before. Somebody knows.
I'm gonna look up another question for our wonderful Patreon patrons because they give us money.
What was the last one?
How are you
Elizabeth
doing?
Taylor.
Simpson songs.
Apparently it was Elizabeth Taylor.
Is it-
Elizabeth Taylor?
Oh my god.
Elizabeth Taylor? Do you know who that is?
Guys in there
Not off
somewhere.
the top of my head.
She was a famous actress when we were growing up.
I know the word, or I know the name.
I know.
But
Yeah,
I
she
know
was
the
married
word.
like
I
a
know
1,000
Elizabeth.
times.
It was just my mom.
She was Cleopatra in the classic movie. She was in when she was younger. She was in Black Beauty. I mean,
Famous
she was
actress.
a famous actress.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking now, huh? Yeah, she's super famous.
I still appreciate George Clooney as the dog from fucking South Park. That's one of the dumbest cameos I've ever seen. It's so fun.
George Clooney also played. Oh, you just said it. Never mind. He played himself as the doctor later with a potato
For
in the
the
chest.
one line in the yes, correct.
It never gets easier. And then he moves on. Yeah.
Benny, the Fry's dog is probably one of the most heart-wrenching episodes, but if you go to the late seasons,
So sad.
it was so brilliant. That's one of my favorite episodes. The other one, Fry's mom. God damn. Futurama is magic. Futurama is magical. All right, Xander, next question. Sorry, I went off.
Gray Foxen asks,
Hey, Gray Fox.
Hey, Gray!
He's
You're-
right there.
"You're transformed into an
Towards the microphone.
yes. You're transformed into an animate, inflatable version of your persona, in which."
Gimme,
Sorry.
gimme.
Yeah, you go ahead. Top.
Gray Foxen asks, "You're transformed into an animate, inflatable version of your persona in the middle of a post-virus FurCon. What happens next?" I'm gonna just say it. Pop goes the weasel.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I couldn't
Dumb.
resist. I could not resist.
And a porcupine
Thank
give
you,
you a
folks.
hug.
We're here all week.
Thank you, John.
I haven't seen a furry porcupine. That'll be a lot of work.
Wait, have you not?
Well, not in a suit. 'cause
Oh,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no, no, no.
okay.
That is fair. There is one out there. I will show you a picture later.
Show
It
me
is
later.
very
Is it adorable?
good looking.
Nice.
Like it looks like a weirdly. It's one of
Is
those
it very-
hyper realistic ones.
Is
And
it
you're
very
just like,
pointed?
All right.
That's cool.
I like it. Like hedgehog.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what I would be if I were just all of a sudden inflate. I don't think anyone would notice. I already look like I'm inflated.
I think something's happening off camera.
He's got it. He's got it.
Anyway.
So what about you? So all of a sudden, it's post-COVID, and all of a sudden, you are Inflate Mouse. Wait, isn't that a thing? Deflator Mouse is the thing.
I don't know.
Deflator Mouse?
Deflator mouse means bat in German?
I did.
Wait,
that beyond-
really?
Yes. That's-
Deflator Mouse is a bat in German.
yeah, that's why it's called in The Tick.
Huh.
Batman.
That's Batman well.
Yeah.
He's no
Well,
shit.
They turned in the cartoon he was the Fledermaus. In the show he was Batman well. I don't know why they did that, but
So sorry. Onyx, go ahead and post it here. We'll answer yours next. Thank you so much. Onyx missed his question.
oh, sorry.
No. He didn't send it in.
Oh,
Onyx
sure.
didn't send it in.
We're getting down there.
We're getting there. Okay, so I'm trying to. Go
Oh
ahead.
no! To answer the question, I'm assuming I also don't need to eat. I would like to go on a random trip in the water where I will just be able to, whoop,
You just float over the water.
just float over the water.
Oh.
You'd be like Andy in that episode of The Office.
I'll take a trip down the Mississippi.
Ooh.
That always sounded fun.
Yeah.
I
that did.
always wanted to take like one of those ferries that go like all the way from Lake Superior
Hell
all the way
yeah.
down. That sounds
That'd be
great.
cool.
I was very disappointed. I had an
The
opportunity very early in life that I was not able to take advantage of, where a coworker needed his boat moved from somewhere in upstate New York down to Florida, and they had a way to do it via the Mississippi, and they needed somebody along. And I wanted to do it so damn bad, but it's just I couldn't. It wasn't.
What is it? What
The St.
is-
Lawrence Seaway.
Thank you. I'm glad you knew exactly
Oh.
what I was talking about.
He's very good at that kind of stuff. He's always been good at that kind
Yeah,
of
so
stuff.
Oh,
the series
man.
of canals like the Great Lakes.
Yep.
You come in up
can
near
come across
Newfoundland.
all the Great Lakes.
Right.
You could come in from the Pacific through the Great
No,
Lakes.
Atlantic.
I always screwed that up, and I do that so wrong. I was trying to remember PA, not AP. But instead, I go,
That's
oh, yeah,
funny.
AP, great. No. But yeah, no, all the way through, and then all the way down.
Right, you get to Chicago, then you get in the Chicago River and take it down through the canals, and you end up in the Illinois, and then you get to Mississippi, and you go.
See, that would be so cool. I would love that.
Ugh.
Hell, there's probably a way in like Detroit
What's up?
to go south to like the Ohio too.
I can see.
Something global warming. Anyway.
All right, so we have two more question answers, and then Onyx, I do see your question. I will take care of that in a moment. So we're still looking for. You have just become an inflatable creature post-COVID. What do you do
Based
with
on my
your life?
persona, which I don't have. So.
You do absolutely do. You're
human.
John the Human.
Right, so I'm
You
like
could
an
be a
inflatable
human. You're an inflatable human.
Sock 'em bop 'ems.
But you're just opening a business? Like, punch me.
I'm just punching
Whatever.
people. Sock 'em bop 'ems.
Soccer poppers, soccer poppers. We were just talking about that.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's,
just because
that's
I
really
break
the
out
best I
in
can
that.
come with.
Yeah.
That's solid, Xander.
I would. You already said get popped, so make a lot of noise.
Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually kind of want to piggyback off yours. If I'm inflatable, I got to assume it's got to be some kind of immortality thing. Go, please go.
Get full of helium so I can get high. There you go.
When you get high enough, you can pop.
That was good.
Then
That
crash
was
down to earth.
good.
All right.
Well, if you do that, Dan, you get thinner as you go higher because the pressure changes.
I'll never be
The
thin.
ultimate diet.
The ultimate diet up.
The ultimate diet.
The ultimate diet is up. Okay. Kettlebird, we got your. Did you get the? Is that the one that you were referring to? Tikel, is that the one that you got
Tikel.
last second?
We're still going.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. We've got Onyx Flame. We're gonna jump to yours really fast. If you were given a lifetime supply of anything, what would you have? That is a really good question.
Gold.
I think we're gonna have to say no. You just can't pick money, like because that's the obvious answer. Beef.
Beef?
Beef.
Really?
If I never have to worry about paying for food again.
I mean, yeah, I could eat steak every day.
Yeah.
I would die early.
No, you want.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Are you not understanding COVID times? Yeah, die early.
I mean-
that's how it works.
If steak was delivered to my door, I wouldn't turn it away. I don't know. It depends on where it came from.
Cows.
Probably a cow.
Omaha steaks.
Oh my!
On-
Trump steaks.
Well,
Nope,
who knows
I'm out.
who's taking over Omaha? Yeah. I don't know.
Doesn't matter what you don't know. What's your lifetime supply?
Unless I have macaroni and cheese, because that was my shit when I was growing up.
Oh my god.
What? Nothing wrong with mac and
No,
cheese.
no, I'm not saying nothing wrong with mac and
I
cheese.
know that was like probably your answer, but shit, that was my shit.
We got we
Macaroni and cheese, but it's fine.
Macaroni and cheese.
I'm
Oh
sure
my
you make it
God.
way better. I know you do.
He
actually.
does. You make great mac and cheese. So we order from Instacart now every once in a
Mine was
while, so
crap.
that I don't have to go to the store. And this last time, instead of bringing us from Sam's Club the box of boxes of mac and cheese, they brought us the college Insta mac and cheese.
Yeah, no, the Kraft.
Oh, it's so buttery.
Kraft, not Easy Mac, Easy Mac.
Yeah. I gotta say, if that was the meal for the rest of my life, yeah, I'd die happy, but I'd die in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You can see the salt in the damn thing when you open it up. It's just there.
Or when the water boils over and it's all over the place.
I thought that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains a lot of the problems with our microwave. Our microwave is Slimer from Ghostbusters right now. Because if you put this thing in, not only does it boil over, but it evaporates. Then you open the microwave, take it out and close it, and it all condenses onto the bottom of the microwave into a literal slime. It is disgusting.
I want to know
I'm still eating it.
how many people have a modern microwave? Because we have an old 70s microwave.
We do.
We do.
We have an older microwave. It's not an old 70s.
Are
but
you
it's-
are you serious? This is nicer and newer than any microwave I have ever used.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so 80s.
Hey.
That did not come out sooner than the 90s, or later than the 90s. Or sooner than the 90s.
I'm sorry, that was great.
There,
80s.
there is a digital display. You don't have a generic, like, yeah, maybe this dial turns it to 2 minutes, maybe it's 2 hours. I'm not sure, and I've been using this for the last 10 years of my life.
Oh.
I still loved the microwave at my parents' house. It was like a second generation microwave, and it was in the basement. We very rarely used it, but when they did, every light in the house would dim. Every light in the house.
That still happens here.
Well, that's
For
because
other
everything
reasons.
is on one damn circuit. Oh my
We
god.
were supposed to have all sorts of fun technologies. Instead, we have the internet, which is fine. That's good.
Tyro, the answer to that one, really quick, is that we do and we shouldn't. We're supposed to be inside or out of the public eye doing that. John, you can get a lifetime supply of one thing. What is
I
it?
already answered.
Oh, that's right. Who didn't answer? Did we all go? Miko, what's your lifetime supply?
Food.
Oh, is it food items?
No, just in general, a lifetime supply of something that's not money. I'm gonna drink a beer.
I did not think this one through.
It's actually not easy.
Chemo
There's so many.
medication to help the world.
Spinach.
Ooh.
What? What was it?
Ooh.
Okay, you know what? No, that is a legitimately.
What was it?
I want an unlimited supply of happiness.
Hell yeah.
Sold. Sold right there. So
That's
we're getting
all.
weed.
So morphine?
Morphine.
I mean,
Pick your poison.
whew, that's a hard one.
I could come up with anything and come up with a good reason for having that one thing, but I mean, if I'm happy, I don't care about anything else.
That's a valid point. Man, you should watch Deep Space Nine. There's a character that we just found out has an implant in his head that can just turn on endorphins, and he hasn't turned it off in 2 years.
Husk.
Husk, yes. But by the way, quick shout out to Deep Space Nine. I watched it as a child. I had no idea what was going on. That is a brilliant show. Next question.
Wait, is someone putting endorphins in their head on the crew?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say who.
permanently. It's fucked up. The show is brilliant. The show is brilliant. Go. Question.
Okay. Dr. Larks asks,
Hello, Dr. Larks.
what piece of technology has impressed you the most lately? Oh man, we always go to VR, so I want to mix it up.
Yeah, that's a really good
Because
question.
VR is like,
That being said, we have been just playing around with the brand new machine, and oh boy, like what computers can do these days
Yeah.
is
You-
absolutely nuts.
You got me to play No Man's Sky. I had to stop because I know I will fall into that rabbit hole hard.
Has that gotten better? When it first
It
came out, it
has.
was. Okay.
Yes. No. I'll send you a video. It's literally just called The Engoodening of No Man's Sky.
I'm
It's
sorry,
very good.
did
Yes.
you say-
No, Engoodening. I did not stutter.
That's amazing! I love Engoodening!
I think No Man's Sky has to be the only time where a huge
Fubar happened.
Fubar happened that they recovered from that. At least a lot of people who are paying attention said,
About
"Oh
fucking
wow,
time.
they fixed
Getting
it."
thirsty over here.
And kudos to them for fixing it. No,
Kudos.
seriously.
Do they
that's-
still make kudos? Remember
Isn't
the old
that a
like granola bar
chocolate?
kudos?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
I wonder if they
Because
still
it's a
make
super old saying that old people say. Kudos to you.
it. Fucking boomers.
Our game did that too. I will always say that Diablo 3 wasn't unplayable, but it was boring until the first patch.
Yeah.
It took the first patch to kind of fix it.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of big complaints about that when it came out.
Yeah.
If they can take the patch out, or the part of the game out that takes out the going to town and micromanaging everything, the part that Ferret likes,
I love that part.
that would be great.
We have one from the chat that says Fallout 76 also recovered. I don't know enough about that game. Does
I
anyone?
didn't watch enough
I didn't
Fallout.
play
Okay,
it.
all right,
Fallout
so-
4, I don't know.
Did you play Fallout?
I played 3 and 4.
Did you play New Vegas? I heard that was very good.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
Okay.
I didn't hear as much that Fallout 76 recovered, but that's one person. I think it's Gray Foxen, but I hear you. If you enjoy a game, just play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck what other people think.
Like, it's cool.
I mean, God, what's that stupid? I had him hook up a online account for the Xbox 360 for a game that I think only I like. It's basically
Yes.
Might
Candy
Magic.
Crush with tactics.
Might
yeah.
Magic.
Oh yeah, the Might Magic game.
Yeah, you and I play it every
Yeah.
once in a while. It's super entertaining, but it's still semi-basic, but it's actual strategy instead of luck. I mean, a little
Yes.
bit of luck, but you have to use strategy. Yeah, no, to each his own.
Yeah, absolutely. I just need to go to the next question, which is what? Oh, what piece of technology impressed me lately? I want AR. I just want it like some kind of walking around the house to make it look like my life. Like make my house look like a fantasy house
Like
or something.
Cyberpunk 2077 shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
said it.
I'm very excited for the new Cyberpunk. But there's the thing, like, I have been a fan of Cyberpunk since the original pen and paper games. So, like,
Wait, what are
see-
those?
Oh, shut
Have we
up.
played those?
I hate
Do you
you
remember?
sometimes.
Do you throw something?
Dice, John.
You throw dice?
Dice.
What kind of dice?
Six-siders.
6
Yeah.
Does this sound familiar to you?
No.
This is my life.
Yeah,
This
I
is-
watched a guy on wrestling do it every once in a while.
That's
he
right.
loses every
There's
time.
a
That's
D&D
20
wrestler.
That's
a
your
20 sided,
biggest
that's
influence
something
about throwing
There's
dice.
a D&D nerd in AEW, and you know what? He has not won a match yet.
He keeps rolling ones.
Thank
It's
you.
true.
He even rolled a nat 20 and still lost.
That's it. If I were writing, I would say you lose until you roll in that 20. When you roll it, you should win. Because even, didn't I call it? I called the match.
You did call the finish of their match.
Don't say what happens. But I called a match that was between him and somebody else. On the other hand, I would have totally said, you roll a 20, you get to win the match.
You're
You
safe. It happened Wednesday. It's long enough time.
win. But in the original, help me out, I already forgot our topic.
Technology.
Shadowrun. In Shadowrun, like, listening to the description of the world with AR, people with implants in their heads that are seeing the permanent overlay of the AR, it's just what AOL Online used to be. All advertisements. You're walking down the street and there's pop-ups telling you that, because don't forget, we have a robot in our house, everyone is spying on us. It's just things that you would want to buy at a lesser cost, telling you where to walk to get them.
That show that you
Altered
guys
Carbon.
Like, yep.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon did a great job of showing that off.
Yes,
Of-
they
of
did.
Like, oh yeah, here's how screwy it can get if you start, basically don't install a pop-up blocker in your brain.
Yes.
Did
And
you guys like the second season of that?
I haven't watched it yet.
I couldn't get through the first season.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't care for the
first season.
characters. That's all I've got.
It took...
It's 6 episodes. It took 6 episodes.
He's got it. It took way too long to get into Altered Carbon. Unfortunately, you can't have a buildup of 6 episodes anymore.
Nope.
You can't do it. Sorry. And I liked the show a lot, and even I can say that.
Yeah, it was 6 episodes. And I was like, holy shit. But then the new one came out with Anthony Mackie, Falcon from the Marvel movies.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I
Man.
watched like 2 episodes, and I'm just like, I don't have the energy for a 6 episodes hook anymore.
Yeah. Nah, I get you.
So I'll probably watch it at work sometime, but I'm never gonna like sit down and be like, I gotta, stream this show.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I get that one.
So
I should do
interesting
another.
technology. I don't think we've actually answered that question.
Well, I said AR.
So you've got AR. Interesting technology from. Honestly, one of the things I would love just for the ultra convenience, self-driving cars.
No. Not what you would love. It's a piece of technology.
Oh, was it
enamored
something
you
that actually exists
that you
right now?
enjoy? That was the question, right? Like, what really kind of like surprised you or something? recently?
Seltzer weed. That's a new technology.
Technically.
No, seriously, there's like seltzer weed that coming out. It's fizzy cherry cola for realsies. Like this. Those motherfuckers. Alright, I should stop saying stuff, but yes.
Nico? Do you have a technology that's really blown you away lately?
I mean, I'm still all about the hurdy-gurdy. Have you guys heard of this? It's this thing, and you turn the crank. And,
Yeah.
Hurdy-gurdy. Oh my
no,
god.
I'm sorry. I've just been on a kick with that lately. Get back to me.
The hurdy-gurdy.
It's not a new technology, but the newest incarnation of it is so easy to use, and it filters out the excess, so you don't have to keep refilling it and throwing it away. So I might have really hardcore looked into deep fryers for home use.
Oh,
the air
no.
fryer?
No, not the air fryer.
No,
They
just
have
the deep
found
fryer.
there's a deep fryer that will filter out all the nonsense, so you don't need to keep refilling it with oil. You can still use the old oil and just clear out the filter.
I've seen this episode of Arrested Development. You'll hurt yourself.
I'm going to die.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for an at-home deep fryer.
I didn't-
Everything can be deep fried. Everything.
Why did I...
Stop by Dan's house for a deep fried Twinkie.
I
Anytime, anywhere.
I never thought deep frying could advance in technology, but I was wrong. Because
It's true.
people are going to do deep fry things forever. That makes sense.
If there's one thing that America is capable of, we can always get fatter.
That's true. We can always get fatter. I love that. Bill, nice to see you, buddy. That brings to mind another technology. The damn soda stream.
Ah!
Oh my god, the damn soda stream. So first off, it's great technology because
For
I
COVID
can...
times.
For COVID times, it's amazing. I can finally stop buying club soda, which is the most useless form of soda. I use it in tequila. We can just make it now. On the other hand, it's the weirdest technology because he keeps blowing it up all over our counter. Like, constantly.
Guy does that too.
It's not easy, apparently.
It's volatile.
It's
No,
very
You
volatile.
just can't fill it past the line on the bottle.
I'm sorry.
It's very simple.
It's
And-
not that easy.
And you need to make sure that you don't put in the flavoring before
Correct.
you do it. As
Correct.
one of my very good friends learned when he tried to carbonate vodka and Mio.
Oh my, what happened?
Exploded.
Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
But I want carbonated vodka Mio now.
It's actually pretty good. And
Yeah.
low cal.
Sold. And then, of course, we have our favorite technological mishap lately, when I accidentally told you the wrong bottle to put into the dishwasher, which, again, I apologize for.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so sorry.
Yep, no,
It was-
I swear that bottle that's underneath the sink, you can just take that out,
No,
dump it in the
Yep.
slot, and he never told me which bottle, and
Yep.
there's about 6 of them under there, and only one of them was in fact dishwasher detergent. I assumed it was any of them.
My
And,
bad.
Yeah, I mean our floor was very clean after that.
What did you do?
I put it in the slot. I ran the
Put
dishwasher.
what in the slot, though?
Za-
Dish soap.
in the dish soap slot.
Regular dish soap?
Regular
which
dish soap.
you're supposed to do with the other one. Which you're supposed to do with the other one.
Yep.
But yeah, no, Xander and I went out to the garage, hung out a bit, came back in, and would you
Foam
look at that?
party!
Foam
Everywhere.
party!
Absolutely everywhere.
It's fine. I even told them the green stuff I didn't realize. We have a green dishwasher soap, and it's the dishwasher liquid is in a green bottle, but we had green dish soap. So there's no way. I was not descriptive enough. That's funny as hell to me.
Just before I forget, my favorite technology, especially of recent, is touchless delivery.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love.
We do that a lot.
Hey, leave this at my door. Yes, I have a phone. No, you do not need to call it. Do not knock on my door. Do not ring my doorbell. Leave it on the front steps, and I will get it after you walk away.
Yeah,
You see
I'm like, love you, thank you, here's a tip.
The amount of Ubers Eats
We
drivers
never-
we got, not doing exactly that. Blew my mind.
It
Touchless
is
delivery,
so annoying.
And they still buzz, and they text, and they're like, we're waiting for you. We're like, just leave it at the fucking door. It's touchless.
Yeah, No, absolutely. Those are the people who are not paying attention, and I hate to I hate to do this because I've worked these jobs all my life. Don't leave them a tip. They will learn really fast.
Yeah, that's damn true. Hello to Sky. Thank you for joining the show. And Street, you're talking about carbonated wine. Don't do it. I agree with you that you shouldn't put it in the soda stream. I have to give credit to where it's due. Kage turned me on to one. Katamushi.
Oh yeah.
That stuff was really good.
When he originally told the story, I thought it was a bottled drink that you had to buy. I went online and looked up what Katamushi is. It's a mixed drink. There's measurements for how much red wine to Coca-Cola and how to mix it, which was one of the more important stuff. Not just, obviously don't stir it super hard, but they had like instructions on how to make it still keep the fizz. It was very clever, and it's a really good drink. I don't do it often, but
yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah.
QQH, the foamy dishwasher did wonders for our floor.
It did.
It was a wonderful deep clean for all those little corners that I never expected to get soaked.
Oh, the
polisher was here.
corners. Oh, the corners.
Look at the shine. Lubby wants a
When
shine
you redo
too.
your yard, you need to put a second tree back
shine?
here.
A
Daddy
second
wants a
tree?
shine.
What's that for?
My hammock.
Space Ghost.
You're not allowed to have a hammock in my backyard. You'll never leave.
Oh, it's a trap.
Also, we've been camping before, and I've seen us try to drunkenly get into a hammock.
Oh yeah. It's fine.
Is that a John trap? Can you just put a hammock in your backyard and have a John
It
there?
would probably work.
It would work.
If it's John trap is the hammock and then a cooler of alcohol.
Ah!
It basically works.
And maybe a lit grill.
You're like, after I finish these beers, I'm out of here. You're just
Right.
saying it out loud, but like you're being trapped, but you don't care.
I'm okay with this trap.
God damn it, you got me.
Ask our husky. We are very aware what Katamushi translates to. I love that.
Yeah. All right.
Cold pussy.
More Patreon questions. Thank you so much. Pupsins.
Hello, Pupsins.
Hello.
Yes. What's a panel or event that you would love to see at FurCons that doesn't exist yet? Realistic or ridiculous? Mine is After Dark game shows like After Dark Jeopardy or What's My Secret Kink?
Audience participation archery.
What the fuck?
All right. Now, John, I
That
just
was
want
so
you to clear
fast.
up one thing for me here. How is the audience participating?
I don't think I can answer that.
I assumed as much. Okay, we're all on the same page then.
We're on the same page, he says.
Oh no, I just knew exactly where you were going with that. I just wanted to clarify.
Holy shit!
Jesus
Audience
Christ.
participation archery. Holy shit!
I mean,
Okay, so I have an answer to this, so you guys get to go first. Go ahead.
That's not how that works when we're sitting here thinking you have
Okay,
the
no, that's
answer.
fine. If no one else has an answer, so
true.
there are two answers to this. One is bringing up what they just said about the adult video game. I went to I was invited to the con in Detroit. I wish I could remember the name of it. but
Detroitocon.
It was an anime con. It wasn't a furry con. And there is where I met the voice of Duke Nukem. What a wonderful individual, and he's one of the MCs for the convention. Thank you so much, Sky. You're amazing.
No, thank you.
Qualified BLFC, dude. Yes, Sky. Let us know if you're going to be at BLFC. We are definitely going to be doing a bartending / alcohol panel there. Please.
Airboy qualified. Rock on, dude.
That is so cool.
Fucking kick ass.
Congratulations, Sky.
Congratulations.
So I was invited to a panel at this convention that was run by the voice of Duke Nukem, and all it was
Yumacon.
thank you, Yomicon.
Is that the one we did?
Thank you, Shell.
Is that what we did Artemis for that one year?
No, that was a different convention. That's not one that we've been invited back. Okay, we were. That's a long story, but no, not that kind. But similar idea. So I went to this panel, and what he was doing was Double Dare meets sex, but to get on the show, you had to answer questions from the Urban Dictionary. It was legitimately hysterical. It was so much fun to be there, and watching that panel made me realize that you could actually make a sexually charged panel funny and entertaining. There were pretty hard limits. I think they did a wonderful time. But the real panel that I would choose for this is something that we all wrote, but we haven't done yet.
What's that?
How to load your dishwasher and other adult facts.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys know Mackey, he was the director of AV at First Squared for years, and I believe right now he's actually the chairman of AV. Not chairman, board of directors AV. We wrote a panel a long time ago that was basically an hour of us explaining to the audience how to live a life as an adult. And all it is factoids. How to load the dishwasher, how to write a check, how to pay your taxes, how to find a lawyer when needed. And that is the panel that I think everyone needs. Because that is the college course
I think
that
it's great.
everyone needs, that no one got.
Legitimately moving into my like first apartment, not on campus,
Yeah.
with people and in college, I was genuinely surprised by the number of people who did not know how to wash their own clothes,
Yes.
how to use a dishwasher,
Yes.
like all these little household things that like their parents spoiled them and they just never knew how to do.
Yep.
It's crazy.
It absolutely blew me away.
Uh,
Yeah.
And it's not that and I agree with what you're saying, they spoil them, but only in certain aspects. In my household, my mom didn't spoil us as far as laundry goes. She did not trust us to do laundry, so we never learned. I had to learn laundry when I moved here 8 years ago. I never had done other than whites and darks. Like, I never done cold laundry before. I still don't know. Is that what you're going to say? I caught you. What am I doing wrong with laundry? Is it separating?
Everything?
I don't know. You're not the person who apparently lost one of their COVID masks in the laundry, so there's that.
Would you care to share? Because this is the most funny thing.
Kind of recently we've run into problems with our laundry machine. We have been every time we run the laundry machine, it'll stop in the middle after we hear the pump going, and we did not know why. What, like 2 months ago, my boyfriend was out here for like a month, and that was great. Thank you guys again for that.
Of course, Mike.
But he was out here, and the very first thing, of course, you know, he took transport in, so I was like, okay, very first thing, I'm going to wash absolutely everything you own, including your face mask. Immediately, that face mask went missing. And I had this theory in my head for so long, you know, maybe the washing machine ate it somehow, because I don't remember transferring it over to the dryer. It was like a fancy new, or not new, but like a fancy one that like you could rewash and reuse. And had no idea until literally, 2-3 days ago, I finally decided to tilt the washing machine over, take off the drain filter, and there it was. And like I can put a picture in the Telegram chat later. It looks absolutely disgusting. And yeah, sure enough, the washing machine had ate it.
Oh,
That's
man.
incredible. That is absolutely incredible. John,
Mystery solved.
Mystery solved.
how about you? What adult thing are you just, maybe if you don't know how to do it, or just you know you're not good at this? What's that one thing that you're just like, I never learned this as a child, I'm kind of picking it up now, and I have to learn it? Everyone's got at least
Yeah,
one.
I know.
Yeah, right?
Probably handyman stuff.
Really? You were the handyman one that your family
my
never
dad's
really...
like a special person with a hammer.
A special...
I caught myself.
A special person with a hammer.
Yeah, no, like we never learned how to do. Handymanning wasn't a thing around the house. It was always call someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that'd be great.
Yeah.
So my dad was an electrician, and he taught me how to do general electrician stuff. And I'll never forget the first lesson I learned was how to test a live
You know,
wire.
Diana,
Uh-oh.
What'd she do?
she just texted me, you can't fix anything.
Hi, Di!
I died.
You know what, lady?
So my father taught me how to test a live wire. And it was, first you get both wires sticking out, then you lick your fingers, and then you go very fast and whack them. And if it really hurt, there's still electricity. And if it didn't hurt, there's not. But you gotta go really fast, because if you go slow, you'll get stuck and die. So that's how my dad tested live wires.
Fantastic.
Dude, it's my dad. He was the I'm close.
Old school?
He was an electrician due to the job that he got. He never got any training. He literally learned on the job. So every once in a while, absolutely it is. And he's a brilliant electrician. Like, he has been able to fix more things than I can describe. But every once in a while, he'll say something. I'm like, that is not how that works, and that is incredibly dangerous. And his answer is always, I know, don't be a pussy.
Someone
Okay.
gave him a job he was unqualified for?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, it used to be like for electrician. Even nursing was the same way. You learned on the job.
Yeah.
You apprenticed basically and just sat there behind the guy in front of you and learned.
Everything was a trade job back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gray Foxen, stop using this show for advice.
No, we're on service. Yay.
I think we are on the next question.
Yes.
You got a thing on the back TV.
What?
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. A Shukin Flash.
Hey, Shukin.
If you won a free dinner with anyone currently alive, and you could go to any restaurant, event, etc., for it, who would you go with, and where would you go?
Oh, wow.
That's an impossible question to answer.
That is. There are so many
Hands
possibilities.
down, that's impossible to answer.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
I'm burping.
Very good question, sir, but I don't know if I can answer it.
What's the question?
You famous person alive now. Go to dinner and where? Or what event?
It says be creative. You have an entire evening to talk to them one-to-one.
Wow.
I would go with...
I think I know. What do you got?
Fuck. I want to
That's
talk
an
to
interesting answer. Oh.
It's almost impossible to answer.
I think I want to be with Dr. Fauci
You want to
in
know
a
the real
crowded
shit?
restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
But how
yeah.
are you
You're
supposed
not...
to eat with your masks on?
Exactly. I love Fauci. I literally
I mean,
want
he's
to
a great
pick the
guy.
man's brain. And I'm not even saying that just for what's going on now. The man was in charge of the AIDS
Yeah,
epidemic.
he beat AIDS.
Like, dear God, the man's he's a brilliant scientist. I would love to pick the man's brain. So
Oh, sure.
that's my answer. I'm going to take the easy way out because holy crap, what a brilliant individual.
Do I have to go next? Probably.
Anyone can go next. We're looking for
You got an answer?
who
Go.
and
If
where.
not, I got an answer.
I was gonna go with well, that's the thing is if we're in a
You can discount COVID. You can discount COVID.
Yeah.
We gotta say that.
Yeah. I added it in because I went first, so I took that one. So you can discount COVID. Go.
I was gonna say Obama to say, okay, what really went down? But then he would give me
So
any like honest answers.
Maybe
so
if you get him drunk.
Let me think. Get him drunk.
Get him
No.
drunk.
You gotta hit sit down with Obama just so you can go, thanks, Obama.
Oh God,
He'd
does it say that
appreciate that.
all night?
Thanks,
all
Obama.
night? No. I gotta think about this for a second. You got anyone, Nico?
Not off the top of my head because I have very little interest in people. Yeah, I know. Thanks for cutting me off.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I understand that people do amazing things, but I have very little interest. Wow, this is like really fucking snooty of me. I haven't been drunk in a while.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I have very little interest in quote unquote extraordinary people.
Understood.
Like
I understand. I have a hard
think
time
you
with
would-
hero worship.
yeah.
You understand,
I understand it,
the line
but I have a hard
between
time.
them and us is very slim, and there's like a shitload of luck involved.
And don't get me wrong, some of these people are very smart. Some of these people are very talented. And don't get me wrong, I would love to like pick the brains of some very talented people. But like, we're all just human. So I guess like it would probably have to be somebody who thinks they're way better than everybody else and go, why? Why do you think that?
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I have some I have some answers, but most of them are political, and I don't want to dive into that,
Yeah.
especially with somebody who's sitting right next to me.
Partially, what you're saying, and I agree with you, is like what I've noticed is people who like I've known in my life, tons of incredibly talented artists that got a bad stroke somewhere, or they didn't get some position that they deserved. Tons of stuff like that. And like literally there's so many that came down to luck. So I totally understand where you're coming from with that. So
I just have a hard time. I mean, I've met some of my quote unquote heroes. I mean, like
You
can't talk about some of them because I don't know whether or not they're canceled.
Yeah.
So I'm just
No,
going
the
to-
one thing I get that.
What I wanted to say that I didn't get across from my last statement was what I've noticed is a lot of and I'm going to say it, a lot of guys like Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, they have winner's bias. They think I got here, I deserved it, and I did everything right. No shit.
Nick and Matt Jackson.
No shit. Should Dave
Ooh.
Chappelle said something like, only winners get to this stage? I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, no, you're very talented, but you got
got
some
the
lucky
right shot
breaks.
at the right
You
time
got
that
some
got
lucky
you a
breaks.
crowd.
Everyone gets some lucky breaks, and anyone who kind of grows up with people around them who come from similar circumstances kind of sees that, hopefully, but that's been my experience.
And you know what?
Exactly.
If that's the spirit of the question, I like what you guys are going with. I'm going to
Yeah.
change mine. I would like Ellen Moore. I want
Alright.
to talk to Ellen Moore about
Alan
what
Moore is
he-
amazing.
I want to understand what he considers magic. Have you ever actually
Hell
heard
yeah.
what he
I
considers
don't even know who
magic?
you're talking about.
Ellen Moore is the creator
Watchmen
of
writer.
Yeah, he wrote The Watchmen, The Killing Joke, and to him, his comics are magic because he's changing the view of people who read the comic. He's opening their minds to these new things, and to him, that's magic, and that's what he means when he says that he's a wizard. And I want to have a conversation with that man.
Totally. No, totally.
Wes
yeah.
Anderson.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
What, do you just live in a bubble where everything's made of twine and
I want
wire?
to meet up with Wes Anderson and find out what he was thinking exactly, like when he made each of these movies. Just because, like, they're wild and outlandish in the way that I like.
Yes.
But like, I want to know, like, are you on the same wavelength, or are you like literally just digging for views? Like, I don't know, and
yeah.
I want to know.
I'm the same
I
way
think
with
he
David
would-
Lynch. I wanna
Oh,
know.
David
Absolutely.
Lynch.
Yeah.
I kind of imagine that Wes Anderson would just look you in the eyes and goes, it was just me and Julio down in the schoolyard, and then walk away.
So,
What do you got?
before I give my answer,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta say, you said Wes Anderson, and I'm drunk enough where I thought Wes Craven for a second. Then you talking about these weird movies. I'm like, Dracula, a weird movie? And it took me a minute to realize you meant Wes Anderson, the guy that makes the weird movies. So,
Awesome.
That's right.
Awesome.
Like, why would you cast a weird-looking guy like Lugosi? Like,
right? Like, that's where my head went at first. I'm like, Wes, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
At this current stage of my life right now, I'd probably pick some guy. Like, there's this podcast I listen to named Jocko.
Mm-hmm.
He's a former lieutenant commander in the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You know him?
Mhm.
I like him. His stuff's all about leadership and discipline and stuff like that. And I'd be interested to sit down and, like, just have a conversation, pick his brain,
Nice.
see what he's about, see what he's like.
Gotcha.
I
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
listening to his stuff.
Cool.
Last thing I'll say, on the exact opposite spectrum, I'd like to meet Alex Jones and find
Oh,
and on a
Jesus.
now go ahead and give me Wonder Woman's lasso of truth or something.
Right?
so that I know actually, are you deranged?
Yes.
Are you
No, it's all about views.
Or are you just doing this for money?
Is this money, or are you actually in need of
Psychological help.
anyway? I'm
Yep.
done.
No,
No,
that's
that's
solid.
fair.
That is super solid.
Do you really think Sandy Hook was fake?
There you
Hell
go.
no.
Right there.
That's
right
the
there.
question. Well, that's what his argument is. It was never real.
Wait, who?
But
Alex Jones.
Oh,
it-
Jesus. That's right.
This is a big Xander moment. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So really quick, going to the chat, Scrappy. I am able to eat food without getting it into my beard. I don't know. I would highly suggest learning to eat with a beard if you have a beard. That's all I got for that
So
one.
you think?
Oh my God, Benny's got it.
What?
He wants to have dinner with Bobby Flay, but go to a Taco Bell.
Ah!
That's amazing.
He just doesn't stop bitching about the food.
That is amazing. Actually, we're gonna go with
That's your
true. If I can, true artist in the kitchen. Morimoto has been a goddamn hero of mine. Do you remember Morimoto?
I do, of
When
course.
he made the stained glass sushi
That's what I was about to talk about.
As a side project for Iron Chef.
Yes, that was
No,
incredible.
Xander, I know you're giving me the look like you understand me here, but unfortunately, I'm on their side. Good God.
Morimoto's a.
Stained
Did you know he was
glass
on
sushi.
Baking with Babish?
I believe it.
Ba-
Hands? What, his hands?
No. Morimoto
Okay.
showed up in Baking with Babish. They were talking about this ridiculous fish sandwich. And Morimoto's like, oh, no, that's not what you want. So he got fugu. He literally cut the poison fish and was describing to Babish, like, yeah, this is a poisonous fish. We might die. Do you want a sub sandwich out of it? I'll make one for you. It was amazing. The man has a personality that does not fit in a room. I want to meet the man. Oh, my God.
Everyone knows the poison fish is fugu from Simpsons.
Yes, that's where I learned it, too.
It's true.
Dude, most of my trivia, if I am watching Jeopardy, if I see a question, all I have to do is think of Simpsons, like, did they mention that? Yeah, okay, I might have the answer. Simpsons will solve 50% of trivia for you.
Not wrong.
They've been around too long.
All right, I got it. Last question. No, not last question.
Not even close.
Not Nikolai.
Hi, Nikolai.
If you were to gain $1 million tax free,
Ooh.
what would be your first and second purchase? Ooh.
I'm not allowed to answer this. You guys go. Actually, you guys answer. I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back.
Oh, good answer.
Ow.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good
Piss
answer.
machine, so I'd never have to piss again. That doesn't exist.
Go.
I'm trying to think. What would you
Oh,
buy?
yeah, house. Nice
House?
piece of property.
Makes sense.
You know, we're renting right now, so it'd be nice if we don't.
No, absolutely. A home and a vehicle. I wouldn't have need for much else.
Yeah.
And unlike a lot of somebody's coworkers, I could probably live off that for the rest of my life.
Yes. I'm trying to think what I mean, okay, if I can't buy a house, a shit ton of drugs. I mean, like,
Depending on which ones you're getting, you might not get as much as you think.
yeah, you think, here's a lifetime of weed. Oh, it lasted us a week. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, are you buying in Chicago or Seattle?
Right? I'm trying to think. What would I buy right away? Probably my own. Oh, son of a bitch! $1 million? I was gonna say my own game studio, but that would not be enough.
That would not be enough.
I would say something for myself would be I already have a gym of sorts. But I don't know, just the guarantee that I don't have to work for the rest of my life and can work on my own projects. That is what I want, and obviously the ability to pay rent, which is kind of what we're going on with homes.
Yep.
So I'm like, what are my basic needs so I can just do the shit that makes me happy?
Yeah, $1 million can't separate you from any government entity anymore. So
Yeah, it's true.
No, it'd be property, then either pay off debts or a really nice pistol.
A really nice pistol, like
Yeah.
the golden gun.
No, like the John Wick clock. I shot one of those the other day.
Oh,
and
the
it's
John
fucking
Wick
amazing.
Glock. With
Fucking amazing.
what's the okay, all right. Let's just call it the John Wick Glock.
That's all you can. That's all you need to. That's what
Alright.
he uses in the movies.
I used to know certain guns based on like video games, but I forgot them all
So
now.
they've all changed so much.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can still look at a Luger and go, oh, that's a Luger, and like, I mean, you know me. I am Miko. I do not know guns. I know what a Luger looks like.
Because you grew up in Wisconsin.
No, not even close. Mostly because I watch James Bond. But
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, for me it was always Magnum with the
Resident
Dirty
Evil.
Harry bullshit.
Oh, sure.
When I was
Okay, never
growing up.
mind.
No,
The James
no.
Bond gun was a Walther PPK.
Oh, son
Oh,
of a bitch.
because of weapons that that
The Luger was the Nazi.
exactly.
I thought the PPK was a Russian gun.
No, the Walther PPK is an English gun.
Okay, all
And,
right.
and fun Bond trivia fact for you. In the first one, he was supposed to be carrying, I believe it was a Beretta. But they told him, no, you got to carry this one because it's smaller.
It's small and sleek, not
Right.
big and loud.
Right.
So what gun does Willy Wonka carry when they're going on missions together? A candy
The
gun?
Choconator!
A ch-
the real world equivalent of the wishing wand, or what's the D&D thing? You roll a dice and a thing happens.
Oh, the deck of many things.
No. It's a wand. You
Rod
don't know
of
what
Wonder.
Rod of Wonders.
Yeah, I fucked many of Dan's games with that one.
Yes, you did. You
No.
destroyed the rock.
Willy
Stick it in
Wonka.
children's mouths, I'm not interested.
Willy-
Here, kids, my rod of wonder. I'm sorry.
Willy
What the
Wonka.
fuck?
Xander, I got it.
Gene Wilder.
Willy Wonka has a chocolate AK-47 that shoots candy corn.
What the hell did I miss?
It's Halloween. You gotta use it for something. It tastes terrible.
Right?
What did I miss?
Candy corn is terrible. What gun does Willy Wonka have?
Oh my
When they're going on
God.
I'm
missions
telling you, it's a
together.
chocolate AK-47 that shoots
I've-
candy corn bullets.
Dude,
It's
candy
an
corn is
Oompa.
terrible.
It's an Oompa Luger.
Stop.
Oompa
Luger.
Luger, dooba dee doo. We got a lot of shooting to do.
Ooh, that was good.
Do you think his grenades would be like those chocolate oranges?
I love those chocolate
They're
oranges.
good.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
What the hell happened to the question? When I left, it was about $1 million, and now we're on to
I
Willy
said I would
Wonka.
probably I would do this, and probably buy a really nice pistol. And then we started talking about guns. And now we're talking about Willy Wonka's chocolate AK-47 that shoots candy corn.
All right, at least I know how this got there.
Dragon Show. Oh boy.
I just want to mention at this point, we are definitely at our peak viewers, 43 on YouTube and 17 on Twitch. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying Willy Wonka's Candy Corn Luger.
Willy Wonka's gun.
Now, if he got a Desert Eagle, it shoots a 50 cal bullet. What would that bullet be? Like a jawbreaker?
Never-ending gobstopper. That's
Yeah.
a big gun.
That's enough. It's good and plenty.
That was good. That was good.
Oh shit!
Slip inside Luber gun. Nice work,
I
Toro.
filled them with lead. Good and plenty.
Oh my god. I do apologize for everyone who's seeing me kind of move around to get you. We are at the exact point in the afternoon where the sun is in my eyes and I'm having trouble with the chat. So that's happening.
I'm gonna get to our Patreon questions so I can answer the rest.
We're going to get through these. I believe in us.
Willy Wonka. A diabetic's worst nightmare.
I mean, look at
I
dude.
can see the movie.
Augustus Gloop looked like he was screaming for help for me.
Right? Oh.
He looked like a child diabetic to me.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Cereals. Oh my god, this is having.
What is an inflatable circle?
We have a cheese wheel and half an inflatable circle. Well, a cheese wheel is part of a circle, just with the circle part cut out. Circles have very pointy faces. Kind of like, oh my god, what kind of dog did we just hang out with?
Oh, the pointy dog. With just like
Santa's Little Helper.
Yep.
Greyhound, thank you. So, we had a COVID-safe meeting with one of our friends. We actually were sitting out on a porch in Chicago, each of us sitting at different corners, and we were attacked by the most non-COVID safe creatures on the planet. Hornets. Oh my god, these things were our best friends. They were just like, hey, do you have some cider? Bzzz, we're your friends. Just covered. The whole place covered in hornets. But on the other side, they had 2 greyhound puppies. The pointiest dogs. Oh, I had no idea that greyhounds were so friendly. I had no idea. What a wonderful, wonderful animal. I was so happy. I got to pet one for like 2 hours. She just sat here, put her head on my leg, and was like, no, you don't need to stop. You guys should watch the Forgotten Weapons YouTube channel. The host doesn't get into the politics of guns and all, unlike some channels, and the subject is fascinating. Autofox, thank you so much. I will totally look into that. Yeah. That sounds wonderful. Anything that's not politics-based, I'll probably watch.
I mean, everything is politics-based if you really want to boil it down.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, Shell, to answer your question, no, he hasn't, because he's always playing me, and he can't beat me.
Hey guys, if it's not political,
Alkali, have you ever had a
hold
D&D
on.
campaign on a TPK?
Here's my public service announcements for the day. If it's not political, it is political. It's pushing the status quo. That is the politics of whatever they're pushing. I'm just gonna say that real quick. Thanks. That's been Xander
You
for
see,
today.
this is why he would have gone into advertising and marketing.
I'm just saying, it is what it is.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Skylar, yes, I am very aware of Mitaka Nemi's new puppy. I cannot wait to see it and pet it for hours. I cannot wait.
All right. Okay, so with that said, I got more questions.
I like questions.
Erner,
Hey Erner.
you guys know me well enough to have fun with this one.
Uh-oh.
Dragon Show seduced me in one sentence.
Hey, baby.
Hey Erner, you want to go back in time? There we go. That works. He's a historian. Guarantee you.
Hey,
Guarantee you that would work.
Hey, man, I can't hit the bottom of a tuna can, but I'll rock the shit out of the sides.
Holy shit. That's...
Holy shit. That was amazing.
Right?
Oh my god. Tyro, what? Repeat?
I think that's appropriate.
Oh my god, John, that was amazing. Erner, it is always good to have you on the show. So let's go over what a date would be like at Erner. First, we go to the
Xander hasn't
museum.
seduced him yet.
Seduce Erner
With one line.
with one line.
It's time for sex. All right.
It's
I'm not good at
time!
these. I'm not good at this.
Xander's not much of a seductor.
No, I'm
He's
not
more
much-
of a, I don't know, dragon.
Straightforward, I guess.
Straightforward. Hey, wanna do it? Do what? You know.
I suck at flirting. I hate flirting. It's just like
Not yet, Tyro.
banging around the bush bullshit with sex. That's all it is.
There you go. There's your flirt. Hey, wanna bang around the bush?
So, want to go in the bushes and do sex stuff? I mean, that's what should be happening. But no, it's like, hey, do you like lollipops? Isn't it? I hate it. It sucks.
Kadaze is here.
Hey,
Hello,
Kadaze.
Kadaze.
Flirting sucks. That's my.
Flirting sucks.
It's like, hey, would you like to do a blowjob right now? I would like to do a blowjob right now. It's so simple.
Now, John, you met your wife while working at the library, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How did you flirt with her on the job?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
No, I'm nice to everybody.
Oh, okay.
I did give her advice.
Okay, that's her flirting.
No, when she was still dating her ex-boyfriend, I gave her like good advice. I wasn't an asshole. To
Oh my
serve
God.
my own means, and she doesn't let me forget that to this day.
Nice. I'm glad that you weren't serving your own
I had
needs.
integrity.
Exactly. I've
Integrity.
always appreciated your integrity
So much-
and your ability to destroy me at D&D, you asshole.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's good to see you, Kaze. Who else do we have out there? Sue's line. Why don't you come up and see me some time?
Oh, it's good. I have one more question. We gotta do it.
Hold on.
What?
Tyro got it.
What's that?
Dragon pickup line. Hey, do you know... Oh, God, I'm sorry. The sun is really messing with me. Hey, I know you came to slay the dragon. Want to drop the S?
Oh.
Tyro, that is solid.
Well done.
That is solid. And it would be during the slay minus the S. Go ahead.
All right. Takel asks.
Hey, check out.
I asked it in another podcast, but I want to hear from you.
Sure.
Please invent the worst fanfic crossover of all time, and then write a snippet from the 10,000 page epic dedicated to that crossover. So a snippet.
The worst crossover of all time. Wow.
Like fanfic.
Oh, it has to be fanfic? Because I know the worst crossover of all time. I was very annoyed, and so was Miko. We were not happy.
No, it's the worst fanfic crossover, right?
I'm trying to think of...
You said fanfic in there somewhere.
Well, we have to be better than
Hold on.
Teletubbies and Onceler, so that's the bar we have to beat. So,
Worst fanfic?
Takel?
Really quick, I want to jump into this one. So that we're talking about it's actually supposed to be the worst fanfic crossover of all time, but you and I were both present for the worst crossover of all time, as far as I am concerned. You showed me a show that I hold near and dear to my heart, Steven Universe.
Oh my god, Uncle Grandpa. Fuck.
It was the worst
I
thing I have
remember
ever
that.
seen. I can't, and I love surrealist
know.
humor.
I'm
I
cool
love
not knowing.
surrealist humor.
I
It
don't
was,
know.
cool with you not knowing.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you can skip that
Ignorance.
episode. You can skip that episode.
Do you want to grind the enamel of your teeth away? Then this is great.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a good crossover for you.
What do you got?
All right, so there's a show on Netflix called Maneater.
Okay.
It's about guys that hunt all their own food.
Okay.
Meet the vegans. Meet PETA.
I think that'd be a great crossover.
the
It would just be
vegans.
the hunters eating the vegans.
No, I meant PETA when I said PETA.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're eating
I
pita
just
bread.
like the idea of meet the vegans.
Meet the vegans.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm making this show.
All right, worst crossover. Cheers and Celebrity AA. I don't know.
Celebrity AA?
It's a new thing I made up. What? It should be a show.
Worst crossover: Cheers and Frasier.
That's amazing! Are you kidding me?
That was a spin-off, you
I
bastard.
know.
Brooklyn, and no. Well, I was gonna say Brooklyn, but the Brooklyn show, Gargoyles and GI Joe. There we go. They were
Filed
just
under weird things that Xander probably fantasized about at some point.
Yeah.
GI Joe would shoot lasers the whole time.
Oh,
And Brooklyn,
Gargoyles meets the Rock Eaters from Neverending Story.
There you go. Benny's
Oh,
got
no.
one.
Oh no!
All right, everyone, post your just the worst crossovers you can come up with the @Dragon Show sign. Benny's got a great one: wrestling and the Teletubbies.
dude, that would be amazing.
It
Are you
would be
kidding me?
amazing.
Brock Lesnar would spin that he would probably grab Tiki Wiki or something just based on.
Yeah, Brock
Things.
Lesnar probably would grab his Tinky Winky.
He probably would. And he'd probably do an F5, and yeah, it would be terrible.
Batman Smurfs crossover. All right, that one works.
I do like that, Batman and Smurfs.
Did I ever tell you about the speech I did in college about how the Smurfs are communists?
I know this speech.
You did this in college?
Yeah, I did a whole speech in college about why the Smurfs are communists. The high points were Papa Smurf. Look at a picture of Papa Smurf and look at a picture of Karl Marx. They are the same person. All right? Gargamel represented capitalism. He was always trying to capture the Smurfs and turn them into gold.
Who's who's Brainy Smurf? Noam Chomsky?
Sure.
Holy shit!
That's amazing.
Every time there's like shit that comes out,
Nope.
Papa Smurf always said fascism is bad.
We've got a few of them.
Silences is great.
Harry Potter meets Babylon 5. Okay, I like that one. Cthulhu meets Thundercats.
Cthulhu, not Cthulhu.
And a Pete.
I don't know who Cthulhu
It's
is.
a stupid kid show.
Okay, all right.
It's like Doug, but not funny.
Firefly and Trolls. Oh God, but I love this one. Sesame Street meets Breaking Bad. D is for drugs. Thank you very much, Tyro. I love that.
I like silences over there.
Punisher meets Care Bears. That's fantastic. At Zucchero with Watership Down. What is? Oh my God.
So do you remember? Did you ever watch Secret of Nim?
Yeah.
I know of
or
it.
read the book?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you understand that it is a dark, heavy-handed. Don Bluth did a lot of weird things.
Don Bluth is cool. He's bringing back hand-drawn animation. He's opening another studio.
Oh really?
That's exciting. I didn't know that.
That's actually really exciting.
John, that might be the most furry news that you've ever brought to me.
Dude, all dogs go to heaven. Secret of Nim. I mean, you gotta love them. Fievel.
So my biggest like throw away your furry card, especially your mouse card. I have never seen The Secret of Nim.
Really?
I read.
Can I
read
throw
the
these
book.
at him?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do not throw
absolutely.
things
He
at him out.
kind of deserves.
Would you put them in the fire?
Your flame.
Oh.
No. What was it though? Secret of Nim and what?
No, it was Watership Down.
Gretzico and so think of Watership Down.
Okay.
Very dark.
Yes.
Bunnies.
Very heavy. It's like Redwall but British.
Yeah.
There's bunnies too, though, right?
Mostly bunnies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a Gretzico. It's that cutesy Hello Kitty Red Panda show that Xander and I keep trying to get you to watch.
You don't need to watch
Oh!
that. It doesn't sound like you need to watch that.
I need to watch that.
It's about how much office life sucks, kind of, but also discovering yourself as an adult. It's a completely different thing. I would watch that, is what I'm saying.
Anytime you tell me about it with how bad office life is, all I can think of is a show that he and I used to watch called Upright Citizens Brigade, The Bucket of Truth. Don't you think I know that?
Do you guys remember? You don't. You're a baby still. there was an old
That's
cartoon.
fine. I'll outlive you by at least 30 years.
All right,
He's
challenge
got
accepted.
I'm sorry, look at our size. He's going to outlive us by like 30
Challenge
years.
accepted. It was Xander might even remember this. I had the toys for it, but it was dinosaurs that had like armor and gun platforms on them.
Yes.
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Is that what it was called?
Isn't that what it was called? Yeah, the show, the 80s bullshit show, the dinosaurs that weren't actually dinosaurs, they were like dinosaur robot things.
No, these were actual dinosaurs, and they had armor that sat on them. They went and got armored.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Holy
No,
Dinosaurs
that's
in
a
the
different
Disney
one. I
world.
know what you're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about. Those were talking dinosaurs.
Yep.
No, this was a real life-size T-Rex that had like scaffolding on them that had gun platforms. I was gonna say that means GI Joe, but you guys have no idea what I'm talking
I
about.
would
I
say
don't know, but I love it.
My best guess would be Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, which was a weird 80s, 90s thing.
But I had the toy. It was a real T-Rex. It didn't talk or anything like that. And then you attached the weapons and stuff to them. Or do you remember the Centurions?
I had Centurions.
Fucking Power Extreme.
I had the air one. My brother had the sea
What?
one.
I like
He
the
liked
ground one the best.
Yeah.
With the dog.
There were 3 Centurions, and they had a bunch of holes.
Yeah,
on
you had
them.
Ace.
I saw the 80s cartoon commercial, right? It was on those sequences of that shit that
Yeah.
we watched, but I don't know what
No,
you're
the
talking
Centurions were
about,
fucking badass.
It was just to sell toys because you had the base ones and you had to buy all the other ones.
We have people saying
They
that
were
that
like
is
this.
called Dino Riders.
Dino
Yeah,
Riders.
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Chad.
And we're really quick going back to great crossovers. I gotta agree with Bernie again. Harvey Birdman and He-Man.
Hold on, I gotta
It's
get
not
for,
Bernie. It's
I had to get
Also,
Benny.
yeah, Benny,
Benny,
you're
I do
Bernie
that
now.
every
Benny,
time.
you're Bernie.
I had
I do it every time.
I have to get furry for a
Go ahead.
second. Dinosaurs made me feel very uncomfortable in many ways. Very early in
That's
life.
where like the dinosaurs landed from space and talked
they
to the
were
kids,
very
right?
sexy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
I
I,
mean,
didn't understand what I
It
was
didn't
feeling
awaken
at
the same
time.
feelings in me, but I understand.
Well, I'm just saying. That was a thing.
Rocket League and Knight
Oh,
Rider,
boy.
fuck yeah.
that would be amazing.
Rocket League meets Knight Rider. I would watch that.
Submit that shit to Epic Games now. Oh.
Or Netflix.
Apparently, I went on Netflix yesterday, and that game that I keep talking about that I don't think any of you have played, Dragon's Dogma.
Yes.
I have not.
It's
I
a
played
show.
Made
A TV show.
It's a show.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They made a show.
It's a show.
I don't know what it's going to be
I'm gonna-
about, but I'm going to watch it.
I'm gonna
It's
get high and
exactly
watch
the
that.
game. It's like the main character is a guy who's a dragon, soul of soul. And
Right, but is the overall point going to come across? Because the overall point of the game was what they tell you at the beginning in French, and then again at the end in English. What is it?
You have to play 50 hours to translate in a French sentence?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
which will make you mad more than anything in the world. Xander, you would hate this.
Lovely.
The point of the game, and I will not remember the quote exactly, but the basic point is, like, boy, wasn't it fun to do something that meant absolutely nothing in the end?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy
fuck
shit.
the French.
I
I-
was overly
That's so
enthusiastic
French.
about the game. It was a ton of fun, and then I got to that, realized that I didn't do anything meaningful, and went, yeah, that was great.
Dude.
That's
I-
French for you. They have a word, ennui. It's just like,
Jumping off that, I will always think of stuff like that when it comes to John Carpenter's The Thing. The original The Thing. The first scene of John Carpenter's The Thing is a guy running across the snow-swept fields being chased by a dog, and he's saying something in a foreign language. It's like Portuguese or something like that. If you know the language, and it's a real language, I just can't remember what it is, he is saying, the thing behind me is not a dog, it is a thing, it is an alien, kill it. If you spoke the language, it spoils the whole movie for you.
Holy
They had no problem with that. John Carpenter's The Thing is one of the greatest
I have
movies
seen
ever
that,
made.
and I had no idea.
It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I saw that when I was like 10 years old. I probably saw it again when I was like 15, and I never thought to look it up.
Oh,
That's
dude,
amazing.
the guy who did all the practical effects for that, you know, when the alien pops out, almost killed himself. The amount of effort those transformation scenes took is all stop motion. Like,
no, yeah.
yeah.
It's all practical effects.
oh my god! Oh my god! The original The Thing is a masterpiece, and it wasn't considered a masterpiece till years after it came out, and that is heartbreaking.
Oh, the 80s. What slave labor and cocaine can do.
Was it Norwegian?
Right, Chris? Anyway. What?
What about the A-Team meets Transformers? Can you see them decking out Optimus Prime in like super armor?
What's the 18?
The A-Team. The four.
A-Team.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
heard 18.
No. A-Team.
Yeah, that's good.
And they
Completely
every
different.
episode had a scene where they like put armor on a vehicle to escape the situation, and then they meet the Transformers.
I'll never
What?
forget sitting.
Wouldn't that be a great crossover? We're talking
That
about
would-
fanfic crossovers.
Okay, that would actually work.
That would work.
He's so
I
disappointed.
saw
He liked it.
I remember Hulk Hogan being in an 18 episode.
Yes, it's
Do you remember him throwing grenades and they're all just running for the grenades? Because no one died in the A-Team.
right.
It was
Absolutely.
all bullets and ammo with just running away from it.
And their guns were actually just modified Ruger 1022s,
Oh my god.
Little gun nerdery for you.
right?
I want to go back and watch the A-Team because they're
I have.
constantly shooting at each other.
Right, but they're always aiming up. It's all intimidation tactics.
It's all intimidation.
Then when you shoot from the they're aiming up like this. Watch where their muzzle is. They're always up.
It's so weird.
Now is that intimidation tactic, or is that because they couldn't afford blanks and they had a whole bunch of real ammo?
I like either story. I like both stories.
I want to see this. I want to see the one episode where Mr. T's like, "You didn't run away," and he just snaps his neck.
Right?
All right. You gotta enforce
Hulk,
this shit.
Hulk Hogan showed up in an episode of MacGyver too, where they're trying to save like a children's home.
What?
Yeah, it's not very good. Late episodes of MacGyver are not very good because it was all about it was not about the gadgets and MacGyvering things anymore because too many people tried to make explosives at home.
Hey, brother, dude, I don't like them rolling up these kids, Jack.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
I'm a racist, so whatever.
It was
I mean-
it was before somebody figured out the whole "do not try this at home" thing preface, so
Right.
that you were legally.
And they were
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
were trying to do like we're going to use this immensely popular show to spur social change. I mean, it had good thoughts. It just wasn't very good.
No, yeah,
I
yeah.
still love, because I grew up during this time when Beavis and Butthead came out. People were
They
like,
Do America.
"Oh, people set fires. Obviously, that's due to Beavis and Fire." That's
Fire.
all it took. They're like, yeah, that's what spurred it.
That's right. There was no such thing as arsonists before Beavis and Butthead.
Not at all. Oh my god.
Hey, you know, kids watch Beavis and Butthead. They do the thing. It happens. These things happen. It's okay.
Onyx, I love Food Wars. Food
Food
Wars
Wars
is
is awesome.
ridiculous.
Did you watch the show where they go pick their food out of a garden area and everything's edible?
No.
It's an amazing show on Netflix. I don't like cooking shows. This was brilliant.
That sounds
It's
fun.
hosted by a really funny, heavy-set British lady, and it's
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
no, and the three judges. It's a British chef, a Norwegian chef who's famous for cooking meat on fire,
Yes.
and then an American lady.
That is, oh my god, that's food. I know what you're talking
It's
about.
a fucking fantastic cooking show. Yeah, you should watch it.
I know. I agree with you. I just can't remember the name of it. All right, I think we're on to the next question.
I was about to say.
This is such a good question.
That was a good
I'm still
question.
thinking about. I'm trying to think of what's a food-based cartoon.
Food Wars.
Oh, his.
Cartoon.
Food Wars.
That is a actual food-based
Food
cartoon.
Wars is an anime that uses every anime trope to make souffles.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So
It's
Food
amazing.
Wars meets the Gummy Bears.
You have no
Gummy
idea.
bears
bouncing here and there and everywhere.
John, when they bite into something that knocks their socks off, it doesn't just knock their socks off. It knocks all their fucking clothes off.
They get naked. It's
They get
amazing.
naked!
It's amazing.
They eat some fucking pudding, and they're
Pupson's new it.
naked.
Crazy Delicious.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's it.
the
It's
one.
fucking amazing. Watch that show.
crazy delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would want Crazy Delicious is cool.
I actually want to find the Norwegian chef in there, the guy that does he's famous for meat on fire, and he made a huge career out of it.
Yeah.
He is just so enthusiastic about every dish that comes in front of him. The other chefs are like, "Oh, this is interesting." He's like, "This looks awesome." He's so excited and enthusiastic.
I do
I want to
appreciate
watch more
stuff like
TV
that.
with him.
And this isn't Guy Fieri?
No,
No, it's a cool person.
Is he all about me?
Guy Fieri is the nicest guy in the world. He looks like a douche. but he's the nicest, coolest guy in the world.
Wasn't Guy Fieri actually like turned out to be a cool dude?
He's
like,
amazing.
Like actually super wonderful. He held a cookout off of his own fucking money and stuff.
Really?
And it was all to help
All the
like
time he does that.
firefighters in California during the shit last year.
Oh, I had
All the
no
time he does it.
idea.
He did the same thing for first responders in COVID.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah,
Go
but he
figure.
looks like a douche with the spiky hair and the sunglasses. The sunglasses in the back of the neck.
I hate the sunglasses and back.
You know what sucks? Is that's totally what I would.
You're
Look
just mad because you don't know whether or not he's looking at you.
Ah!
Look at my
Like
art.
a butterfly.
Look
You
at-
never know.
Look at my art. It's all blue spiky hair and like fucking fire shirts. I would look like Guy Fieri if I had the money at the time, and I would be that guy.
Yes, you would.
100%. You understand?
Yes, you would. If
Yeah.
you didn't get so heavy into sports and you got heavy instead, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be Guy Fieri.
I'm going to do the last one here because I think this is a brilliant crossover. The final one comes from Ben Stroh. We're crossovering Charlie and the Chocolate Factory meets Saw.
I mean-
Absolutely. If that is not what the Chris Rock directed one is going to be about,
Oh,
I'm,
Chris,
Honestly?
Chris Rock is on the board for working
Saw.
on the next Saw movie.
hold on, seriously?
No.
I'm not joking.
I know that you and your boyfriend are huge fans of Saw. I am too, but I haven't seen the last
They're
two.
no. We actually haven't still seen the most recent one.
Okay.
Spiral
Saw.
Somebody will help me with it, but yeah, we haven't
Saw
seen the most
7,
recent one
Teeth.
because it has such bad reviews that we can't bring ourselves to.
I
We
understand.
will, but yeah.
Do you guys remember the old cartoon, the Paw Paws?
Paw? No.
Yeah, they were like little guys, and the lady, the princess of the tribe, had like a medallion that activated a totem pole.
No.
We watched the intro of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
she had a necklace, and she could, like, when they were in trouble, she'd activate it, and the totem pole would come alive, and it was like an eagle, a bear, and a turtle.
Like
Oh.
shamans from World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
That meets Apache Chief.
Apache Chief, hell yeah!
No Chuck.
In a chuck,
Oh my god.
dude. 80s,
Oh.
dude.
80 cartoons were the best.
80 cartoons have.
Well,
They were just there to sell us toys. We know Mr. Marketing.
as Chris the Comedy Bunny has said before, they were all fueled by capitalism and cocaine.
Yes.
100%.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild time to grow up in.
Oh, Erner points out it's not just Chris Rock; it's also Samuel L. Jackson.
Wait,
Oh, that's-
really? Really?
And I think I'm sure Erner will correct me, but I think Chris Rock is also like taking part. I
I'm in.
think he's acting in it as well.
I'm
Uh,
in.
We'll see.
But you know, it was supposed to be this year. COVID, probably next year.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Chris Rock just been disappointed me with some of his statements, but honestly, I think that's one of those winners thing.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do winners don't do drugs. That's
Winners don't do
exactly-
drugs. If the '80s taught me anything, winners don't do drugs.
If
There
the
you
80s
go.
taught me anything,
Why do you
is
think I'm so
follow
sad?
the DARE officer and you'll find a ton of dealers.
Did anyone else play Bad Dudes where you have to save Ronnie?
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you remember that, John? Bad Dudes was a game where you're guys with sweatpants and black tank tops, and you're badass Americans. Urgh, you got big muscles. You're gonna fight the ninjas and save the president, cause that's America in the '80s.
It is America in the 80s.
And the first boss is a fire-breathing Russian. Harry, there you go.
Fucking Russians, the greatest villain in cinema history.
Right?
More
And yet-
more and more evidence.
And yet I played one as Karnov somehow. Somehow they were
Amazing.
able to do that.
Amazing.
Marketing.
Oh,
Marketing.
Do you guys remember Silverhawks?
I do.
Silverhawks?
Fucking Silverhawks were awesome.
Real quick, Silverhawks was made by the same guys as Thundercats. And you can
Oh.
tell because it has the same like voice actors and animators and shit.
Thundercats ho.
They look the same.
Yeah.
And they had the
but
same people.
They had pulled wings out of their thighs.
Uh-huh.
All right, we've got a little bit of time left. How many more questions do we have?
I think that's it.
Do we get the last question?
We did.
All right, we are going over to the chat for our last 15 minutes of the show.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to shoutouts.
Shout outs,
I'm
shout
gonna go
outs.
pee.
I wonder who is next.
Ba-doom, boom, boom.
Shout outs, shout outs. A spell is called a hex.
Oh my god. We're just gonna go straight to the side.
I don't say that every time. I needed a word that rhymed. Shout outs, shout outs. I haven't done this for a very long time.
Guys who's
That's how
gonna
productive you can be with your talent. Like, seriously. You
Screw-
sit there and think of that. What do you do for a living?
Money.
It's true. That is actually that is a valid answer. You do money for a living.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, what do we got?
Tobe Otter is one of
Tobe.
our lucky. Real quick, people who give us $5 on Patreon have a chance of being pulled up every time we do this to do a shout out, and thank you so much. And we will do your shout out, otherwise we'll make fun of your name. And that's what this is. So here is Tobe Otter. Thank you so much, Tobe Otter. You've been a long time supporter of us forever. We love you. Thank you so much.
Genuinely good guy.
Absolutely.
Love the heck out of him.
I believe that as of right now, he is the director of something at First Squared. I've lost track of a lot of who the directors are because I took a step back because I'm smart and did it for a very long time.
You did do that. But let's make fun of his name. 'Cause that's what we do.
Absolutely. So, Tobe Otter, believe it or not,
I got one if you got one.
sure.
All right, so like Tobe Otter is after the apocalypse happens, they thought he was to be Otter, so he thought he was Shakespearean.
I thought the same thing.
Right,
The-
right.
Legitimately, the first time I ran into his name, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a cutesy furry thing.
To be or not to be?
To be or not to be Otter? That is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind to enter outer space or merely to enter retreat, come.
Oh, I see how that goes.
Oh my god! The look you just... I've never seen you look more disappointed in me.
I like how we start from deep and go in, like slowly
Just
into
right
sexual
downhill,
depravity.
right downhill.
There was nothing slow about
That's
that.
just dude, that was a cliff.
I understand that you're a part of furry, but let me tell you about how sexual advances do not happen.
Slowly to a snail.
Have a wonderful night, Tora. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. We love you. All right.
That was a really good one. I never noticed Tobe is to be Otter.
To be Otter.
To be Otter or not to be Otter.
That
John, is that the question?
Yeah.
Sure.
It better be. Next is Regda, who has a question for us. Thank you so much, Regda.
Hello, Regda.
You are the You're the registration bird that goes "deh," and that's as far as I go because I am not.
Well, I
playing
mean,
right now.
obviously, Regda would have to be the registration bird because of the wingspan. Think of registration. Registration is all-encompassing. Regda spread out his wings and encompassed the entire hotel, which got very warm.
Like a hoop around the hotel, which is very fitting because he's a hoopo.
Oh, thank you! I appreciate that. So, thank you for being our hoop around the hotel. Thank you for being a bird, and as always, thank you for giving us feathers for multiple spells in D&D, and one in World of Warcraft that used to be way more powerful. You rock.
And apparently they say birds. I just think they're neat. Thank you, Regda.
Birds are neat.
Skylar!
Hello,
Skylar.
Skylar.
Skylar Ringtail. We've done so many for you. We love you
Oh,
so much.
well,
Thank
that's
you.
the beautiful part about Skylar, because the story changes every time, because I never remember what I said last time.
I know.
Well, Skylar was a sky ring-tailed lemur, but the problem with all sky ring-tailed lemurs is they can't fly, so just plummeted down to earth. Luckily, we're furries, and most furries own a trampoline, and that is the story of Skylar Ringtail. Just boom, sky, boom, sky. In 20 years, when force of momentum decreases, he will be mid-grade ringtail, then low orbit ringtail, then kind of high up there ringtail, and then just high ringtail. Skylar, enjoy getting high.
And then we just turn them to Bouncelor to make it easier.
Oh
Bouncelor.
yeah, that's when he becomes Halo Ringtail.
Halo.
Halo Ring.
Ah, thank you, Halo Ringtail.
Oh.
Guys, thank you so much to all of our shout-outs. Thank you so much for all of your support for the show. We have about 10 minutes left here on the show, so we're going to go back over to the chat. If there's
Yes.
anything that you would like to talk about, let us know. And again, we are the Dragon Show. I want to thank our guests over here, John the Human, Miko the Mouse, and to all of you for being here. Hopefully we will get back to some kind of a schedule. Just right now, my job is not allowing it. Thank you all for bearing with us during these very difficult times. And as always, please stay safe out there. And if, man, it is so hard.
It's hard, man.
It is so hard
If
right
you
now.
can join us tomorrow? No, I think it's a couple days. Dragger does the streams on Sunday.
2 days.
Sunday.
And I will join him for those. And Chris is joining Jonas this time. Chris the Comedy Bunny. It's going to be an amazing show because Chris is always, she's fucking amazing. You got to come and watch. It's hilarious. And watch Doom bull crap. And
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
What the not swearing? Anyway, yeah. Hopefully you join us for that. We are going to be doing this as much as we can.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, our first question from the chat comes from Benny. Benny asks, what is an awesome secret ingredient in the kitchen? Now, John, I know you do a lot of the cooking at your house. What's your go-to seasoning? What's your go-to ingredient?
Salt's the greatest ingredient in the world.
Just plain old salt.
Usually.
What kind of salt do you use?
It changes between kosher and usually kosher.
Your kosher salt?
I tried pig Himalayan salt and I really like it. I use it on other things.
Oh,
but
hell
when
yeah.
you're using it to season, it leaves behind too much of a salty taste because of all the extra minerals and stuff in it.
Miko, you cook quite a bit. I know your favorite ingredient. Why don't you share everyone that beautiful red spice?
Cheese.
It's not
It's
just
not
cheese.
necessarily my favorite ingredient, but it sure makes it easier cooking for this guy right here. Fucking cayenne pepper.
Oh yeah.
You can add it to almost anything for just a little bit of a kick. It's really good.
Oh.
As far as secret ingredients go, I'm not going to use an ingredient because I use a plethora of different ingredients, but I have to go with a method. Sous vide has changed our life in this house. Sous vide is just about the most easy, perfect cooking method that we have ever found. We do soft-boiled eggs now every once in a while. Sous vide.
Oh, sous vide. Okay.
Sous vide V. Oh, sous vide V. You're
Real-
just so perfectly cooked.
Real quick, this is for any spice fiends out there. I've noticed adding.
Xander, you're putting cock sauce in everything does not add anything. It's the ketchup of spicy people.
It is the ketchup of spicy.
It doesn't overpower though.
It does overpower.
That's the best description in the world.
It becomes the flavor.
I disagree actually. Okay, fine. No. Frank's Red Hot becomes the flavor. Frank's Red Hot totally takes over the flavor of everything.
All right.
It's okay. I can always understand when you don't like my cooking. When you
That's
add
not
hot
true
sauce to
though.
it.
I
No.
think I can meet you in the middle. My overpowering cooking, because I do use a ridiculous amount of spices and different flavors,
Salt.
salt being one of the main ones, that overpowering style of cooking, yes, I can see where your hot sauce would just change the flavor instead of overpowering it. Yes, because I do over-season a lot.
But I add it to mac and cheese with like meat and stuff like that because it actually, I still taste the cheese, I still taste the meat and everything, but like Frank's Red Hot just makes everything taste like Frank's Red Hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Vinegar-based hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
Yep.
true. Tabasco.
You
You're not wrong.
what's the sauce that you like on like pulled pork that's a vinegar-based?
Vinegar gets barbecue sauce.
Is it just that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones out there.
But I like adding what is it, cock sauce or what's it called?
Sriracha.
Sriracha. To
Sriracha's
to
good.
like my
Sorry,
pastas.
we keep saying cock sauce, and I'm sure the furries are like, "Oh."
But yes, I
I
enjoy
wasn't
the
gonna eat the food here
sriracha
tonight.
on my pastas lately. It's great.
Sriracha on my pasta.
Sriracha on my pasta.
All right, we're going back to the chat right now. Chipotle tobacco is nice. I don't Silence. I don't think I've ever had Chipotle tobacco sauce. That does sound very
I
good.
think you mean Tabasco, not tobacco.
Did I say tobacco?
That was
Yes.
the road.
My bad.
But yeah,
What
no,
is-
that's the one my dad argued with that waitress about that one time, remember?
No.
Yeah, we were at the place over by your dad's house getting
Okay.
breakfast,
Yeah.
and she brought him the Chipotle Tabasco. And he's like, no, this isn't Tabasco, rah, 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 rah.
Oh.
Because it was like an orange color as opposed to like red or some shit.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
Shelly asked what dragon mac and cheese is. Ghost peppers. Ghost peppers in your mac and cheese. That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Why would you
only
want
have one
haunted mac and
experience.
cheese?
I only have one experience with ghost peppers, and it was in middle school. And some kid goes, "Yeah, I brought these peppers. They're really tasty. They were whole ghost peppers."
Oh my
Well,
god.
And he goes, "Me, in my young age, sure, I was cooking at the time. I knew very little about peppers. I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. Everything is very plain tasting. So I bit into one.
Oh, no.
No.
I got blisters on my lips.
Yeah. Holy crap.
I got blisters on my lips, but I didn't have to go to school for 2 days. So,
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. That's crazy. Oh, thank you so much.
I've embraced my adopted state of Maryland from Eddie the Weather Fox and started putting Old Bay on my eggs in the morning. What is Old Bay?
It's a mixed seasoning. Like,
It's a mixed
Like a
seasoning?
seasoning salt.
Okay, alright.
A brand of that where, you know,
I assume something with like bay leaves and oregano.
probably, but it's just a regional seasoning salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like our Lawry's, you know?
Alright, Tyro, that's why you don't know Old Bay's. Old Bay's is definitely a regional American thing. Oh, heavy on smoked paprika? I think most of us like smoked paprika.
love
That's
paprika.
definitely an ingredient
It's
that
the
I
poor
put
man's
in.
barbecue. You add smoked
Yeah.
paprika to it, it has a smoked flip.
Paprika is also a good movie to watch when you're on the fizzy cherry cola. There you
Oh
go.
my god,
Yeah,
that
that movie's
movie was
fucked up.
wonderful.
I've never watched it all. but
Which one's
A lot
that?
of fucking. Are you ready for the tits in that movie?
Paprika.
We were very good.
Were we
did
destroyed?
watch it.
Understood. Okay.
Where you go into people's dream worlds in anime? That's what the whole.
Oh, I was very, very destroyed
Remember
for that
the Dream
one.
Parade? That's
Yep.
actually very viral. People have seen the Dream Parade with the froggies and everything. Ah.
All right, going back to the chat while we finish up this topic, we've got another few minutes here. Oh man, I remember that stuff. What's the other movie you showed me while I was way too
Run,
gone?
Lola, Run?
Run Lola Run was
Yeah!
genius. That movie was amazing. No, there's another one that we couldn't finish because I was too far gone. About a guy right at the beginning, he's in a drug deal. Help me out here.
Drug deal in the beginning?
Yep, right. Very, very early on.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
And then he's in the room and somebody comes to get him.
Yeah.
It's very along the same lines of Scanner Darkly.
Yep.
And
Shoot.
I can't remember it.
I can't think of
I cannot remember the name of it. Oh well. Yeah. Gee, Gray Foxen, I would have never thought you would give us that topic. Gray Foxen give us the topic of foxes. Adorable. We have one in the neighborhood.
Shitty news.
Shitty
Oh
news.
no.
That's hysterical.
Way to not be political, John.
No, it was not Fear and Loathing, but that is a good movie.
Oh yeah, it's got lizards and stuff. They're in a bar.
y'all should watch Summer Wars. I feel like I've heard that like
Monies.
a dozen times and I still haven't.
Oh, what's up? Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Richter Rat reminds
Oh,
us. So, Richter Rat, there's actually a very funny story behind that. The reason we had to use the Cool Cat movie at BLFC, we found out at the last minute that the movie that we had chosen was not only heavily copyright protected, but that there was someone there who would have made it very difficult to show it. We had a Cool Cat movie on us because he and I had decided that that could happen and always carried a backup. BLFC was the first time we had to use our backup movie of Cool Cat Goes to School or whatever the hell that was.
That was painful.
That was the worst thing we have ever
Oh,
shown
it was
during
bad.
MST, and people loved it. They loved it.
Yeah, there's that Eric Estrada and
It was
somebody
horrific. It
Yeah.
was so bad.
else. It had Punch from Chips with Cool Cat.
You're right.
Yeah. That was the
Children
thing.
of the Sea on Netflix right now
Children
was
of-
like being on acid at the end. Well, I'm watching Children of the Sea.
What the hell is Children of the Sea?
Silence has recently given me a lot of good music suggestions. I'm inclined to believe him.
Alright.
Solid.
Cool.
Silence, well done.
Well done.
Shukin, nothing is worse than Battlefield Earth simply because that is a long-ass movie and we had to... That Battlefield Earth, for those of you who don't know, was the original MST3K when we did it for the furry fandom, and we went way too hard on prep. We watched that movie on average for every viewer was 3 times by the time we saw it in a real crowd. It's horrific. I hate that movie.
Center screen wipe. Remember?
Oh my god. Oh, that was center screen.
That
wipe.
was
That
center
was the-
screen wipe. That was the rule.
John, what's your favorite bad movie? Bad movie. It's got to be bad.
Not favorite, but one that pops out to me. If you want some stupid shit to put on the background, I think it's still on Netflix. Hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry's
It's
amazing.
so stupid.
Loved
Not
it.
bad.
It's so fun.
Not a bad movie.
It's not bad.
I don't think it's a bad movie at
It's
all.
actually a good movie.
Yep.
It is a B movie that does not deserve that description.
It's so
Yeah.
ridiculous. I love it.
I watch a lot of B movies
Yeah.
and bad movies because I enjoy them.
Yeah.
The one I watched recently that wasn't very good, but was hokey and had two actors I loved to watch in it was Firewalker with Chuck Norris and Lou
I
Gossett
remember that
Jr.
from my 80s.
I do not remember that at all.
Yeah, they're treasure hunters. Like, it's an Egyptian, Mayan, Aztec treasure. It's ridiculous.
Chuck Norris
Awesome.
and Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Nico,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite bad movie? Like, you know it's bad, but you still love it.
Favorite bad movie?
Beastmaster's
Can I
a
just say
good one.
Bloodsport with that's based on a lie about a guy going to a tournament in Japan that didn't happen. No,
Bloodsport is solid.
It's fantastic.
What
It's
was
so
the
bad.
80s Seagal movie where he was a cop trying to bust a senator, and at the end he's like, "I'm going to take you to the bank, the blood bank."
Steven Seagal.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was a
God.
Seagal movie.
Out to kill?
Out for justice, out to kill.
Justice, kill, they're all.
I don't know, but I love that line. I'm going to take you to the bank, the blood bank.
Everyone knows the best Steven Seagal movie is the one on the boat with Tommy Lee Jones.
Fuck yeah, Under Siege is amazing.
Under Siege.
Under
This
Siege.
July '89. I watch that VHS so much as a 12-year-old.
Amazing.
Out for a kill.
Wait, what's it called?
Maybe?
Out for justice.
Out for a kill?
Out for a kill.
Out for a kill? Oh, that's
Never
such a
mind.
Hard
great
to
Yeah,
kill.
it
game.
might
No,
be-
hard to kill. He's got it.
Hard to kill.
Hard to kill.
Thank you
Well,
very much,
That
Toad.
tells me a lot about Steven Seagal without knowing a lot about Steven Seagal, seeing as Out to Kill came out in 2003.
Oh my God.
Steven
Yeah, no,
Seagal's
this
a
was an '80s
ridiculous
movie. Back before he had to speed up his fight scenes because he got fat.
I don't know a lot about him because I was born in the 90s.
Yeah, I know. You're a baby. I said this earlier.
All right, so I'm answering two of the people from the chat. First off, I'm going to start with Tora, Toxic Avenger. Dude, all trauma movies hold a special place in my heart. I actually went to high school with a person who still, I don't know if still, but who worked for Trauma for years. I love trauma movies. And Auto Fox, you had my answer.
What was it?
Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Holy
I adore
I
Wild Wild West.
love
It's
that
so
movie.
bad.
It's
I walked the first time I saw that movie. I walked in.
Yes! Oh my
I walked in on the breast machine gun scene, and I was like, "Excuse me,
Yep.
I need to see this whole thing right now."
Wild
because
Wild-
I was a kid who thought that I knew what I wanted.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Dude,
time.
it looks amazing
The
when you see the
before
trailer.
times.
It's a steampunk western. This sounds amazing. Oh no, never mind. It's a Shakespearean actor being a racist and a spider robot.
Yep.
And then Will Smith with. It's just so weird.
It's
and bad.
ridiculous, but it works. I love it. I love it. Onyx, as far as that goes, we're about to do our closing statements, and we will announce
Hold,
that there.
hold.
What do you got?
Tora, you are wrong.
What does he got?
Men in Tights is not a bad movie that everyone loves. It's a fantastic movie, and you can go fuck yourself.
Wait, Men in Tights?
The
Men
that
in Tights
a
is amazing.
film, as
And-
we were talking
Absolutely
earlier.
It's
it
a
is.
It is
film.
a film,
Yes.
not a movie.
I'm on the east side. I'm on
I'm
the west side. I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
Abe Lincoln.
Hey, Blinken.
Master, you've lost your arms in the Crusades, but you've grown a lovely set of breasts.
Holy shit.
Men in Tights. I mean, lend me your ears. Disgusting.
A lot
Wait
of
a minute, I lost. I'm not supposed to lose.
Bring me the script.
That was,
El Patriot missile arrow.
Okay, when he calls for the script, might be one of the greatest fourth wall breaks in cinema history.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Benny is letting us know that Sue says, in reference to the machine gun tits, "Are you ready?
Ready for
tits?"
tits?
Are you ready?
Are
for
you
tits?
ready for tits?
Yes.
Was that
When did Are You Ready for Tits come up?
it
You were
started-
here.
No, I was here when we started it again. You guys started. Was it after Viking Oktoberfest last year?
Kenny Omega's intro song is "Are you ready for
Right.
this?" And ever since then, we said, "Are you ready for tits?"
And that was roughly summer, fall of last year.
So it must have been when we did the spontaneous
Wow.
thing after Viking Oktoberfest. Blew us out of our fucking minds.
Oh my! I'll never forget the Uber driver who picked us up from Oktoberfest, who started off with, "Are you gonna puke in my car?" Maybe not. He was, all right, keep the windows open.
I was just sober enough that I was incredibly embarrassed that entire ride home.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That sounds about
the
right.
longest car ride of my life.
Oh my
I was
God.
drunk enough to not care.
I know every single one of you were.
I walked away from you guys to vomit in the parking lot, came back with like, ready to go.
There was nothing smooth about that, by the by, and that's why he asked.
Smooth as fuck.
Holy fudge.
Oh my God.
All right.
It is 5:30 Chicago time. We have gone over our time, so let's do outros. There was one question from Onyx. When is the next fireside going to be? This is how we are going to work for the immediate future. In the far future, we will fix this. We will try as hard as we can to announce firesides 1 week before they air. Other than that, as of right now, guys, we are trying as hard as we can to put content out there. Thank you for your patience. COVID and other side projects and other things are just happening right now.
You don't need to explain it. Look at the camera. Look at it. Look at the camera.
I'm looking.
Look serious.
I'm looking serious. Hold on.
Tell them you get it.
I get it.
Never mind. You get it.
You get it.
Thank you all so much for your patience. So for outros, let's give it up for Miko! Thank you so much for being here, John the Human. Always a pleasure. The creator of the Dragon Show, Xander the Blue.
Hey. And everybody give it up for Alkali. Yeah! Your F's in chat for Alkali. Well, that's not what we want to do.
Thank you so much for being here. We will see you guys again soon. And remember, we are furries. We are the future of this world.
Most of us are furries.
As in, we're just kind people. Thank you so much for being here, and good night, everyone.
Good night. Good luck.